Natty State Studios, the sports media palace of Mid-America, the Wolf of Center Street. Here's your host, John Nabors.
And welcome into the John Nabors Show, here normally from the Natty State Sports Studios. But today we have a very special show lined up for each and every one of you, as all of us, the fellas from Natty State Sports, are broadcasting live from Flyway Brewing here in Fayetteville, and we're excited to be here. We've been talking about this for a very long time, but I can tell you this, fellas, it's good to be out on the road once again, but it's also good to be able to hang out with the fellas once again, too. So how's everybody feeling?
I'm happy to be in these fellas' favorite place in the world.
Yeah, some people call Disney the happiest place on earth, but it's Flyway for me, so I'm in a really good place.
They put me onto this, and I might never leave.
Really? I mean, well, we are doing a show here, so we don't have to leave.
Okay.
Like, we can actually hang out if we need to.
Hanging out with y'all is never really that fun, but when we're here, it feels a little bit fun. You know, it's almost like I kind of like you guys a little bit. You know,
it does amp it up a bit.
It does,
yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's great to be here and to be able to hang out and to do like what we do all the time, just inside of an actual awesome place like somewhere like Flyway. Because listen, we've come here a few times, and the fact that it's Fat Tuesday, which is very important for everybody to know about. It's a holiday that is nationally celebrated, I think, even. And the fact that we get to do here and to have some of their finest brews here from Flyway and hanging out for the next 2 hours, and going to have a lot of people joining us too. It's going to be a pretty awesome experience, regardless of the type of beers that you like drinking. They got something for everybody here, and that's what makes it so special.
Yeah, they literally have a crazy selection in here. You know, I think, is there a coincidence that, you know, a Little Rock institution opens up in Fayetteville, a Little Rock institution comes back to Fayetteville? I mean, I don't know. It seems like a match made in heaven to me, but no, this place is awesome. The food is great. The Cardinal Coach that's sitting in front of me is tremendous. So I'm vibing, man.
Thanks for bringing Flyway up, John.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's anything for you guys.
Well, like, you know, a lot of things John says I just kind of ignore, you know, because it's like, I'm like, all right, whatever. When he told me there's a possibility, I was like, all right, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool if my favorite restaurant, if they liked us, you know. Yeah, it's like, gee, this one, I can't believe it worked out. And as I've been saying, like, I've been promoting it unprofessionally for months now. Like, ever since it opened up here, I've been telling everyone who will listen, like, you got to go to Flyway. You got to go to Flyway.
Every time we come in here, we see a celebrity.
We do see a celebrity. The stars are out, and the biggest stars in the world are here. That's us. But, there could be other stars pull up. Who knows? It's just, we're going to have a good time. I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we have had so many cool experiences in our opening here, it's amazing we've been open for a month.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't feel like it. And some days it does. But the fact that we have been open for a month, and we get to not only be able to do the show, and, you know, the Razorback basketball team hasn't helped us out in any regard, as we all know. And we got baseball coming up this weekend, which is great. But to actually be out here on location to, you know, be able to talk what we talk about and to have people showing up, and hopefully ends up being a much more in-depth partnership with Flyway, to where we're not only going to come out here doing live shows, but checking out some games that are going to be on TV, because they have a massive video board, as they call it, which is right behind us up here. And
one of the biggest screens I've ever seen.
Yeah, and they got two of them, too. And they got two of them.
Ones.
It's kind of like you're in Razorback Stadium. You know, you got the north and south end zone.
Depending
covered in all
you got to get
places.
the right angle. You know how you ever have that superstition when you're watching a game where you're like, if I look at this screen, then it's bad? If you're in the right angle in Flyway, you can kind of look at both screens and you can have your own superstition. That's the way. It's the best place to watch sports in town. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where there's not really. It kind of works out actually perfectly, because there's not really any major game or anything going on tonight necessarily, but the fact that you're able to come out here and have Fat Tuesday and a celebration with Mardi Gras and all that, which I'm going to be honest, I don't know what Fat Tuesday means. Do you guys know what Fat Tuesday is? Is it a Catholic thing?
I don't
Is that
either.
what
I
goes
really
on
don't
with it?
know.
I guarantee you my wife knows.
I just know Fat Tuesday's a place in Las Vegas that you can get margaritas like that are taller than me.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
Is that the day before the Ash Wednesday thing?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
when
so.
it's
Something-
the Passover. It's similar to the Passover. It's when
Yeah.
totally.
something
I
Catholic.
lived in Louisiana my whole life, and I celebrated Mardi Gras. I mean, we would get out of school 2 days a year for it, and I still don't really understand.
Well, here's thinkers.
The
You can
day
just-
before Lent. Yeah.
I'd say you could just have her come on the mic.
Yeah,
we could have
we
her
could
talk
do
over
that.
it.
right here.
Yeah,
But all I know is you
that's
get to
what
eat
it says,
king
yeah.
cake, which is great.
King cake is really
Have
good.
y'all ever
yeah.
gotten a baby in the king cake? Have y'all ever been the person who got the baby?
I'm sorry.
Well, what the hell does that
Excuse
mean?
me?
Hang on.
Y'all don't know about
understand.
this?
No, I've had king cake.
There's a little baby in each king cake. Well, at
I've
least if
wondered-
it's a real deal, authentic, thing.
I've wondered
Define
about
baby.
that.
like a little bitty, it's a plastic little baby. And
Like plastic. Okay.
but like
I didn't
no,
know if we were
I remember when I was
talking
a kid.
fetus or.
Yeah, no, it's
okay.
not.
I got you. All right.
No, this is not about to go dark. But it's
Okay.
kind of like a thing where if your slice of cake has the baby, then it's like I don't know. I think it's like good luck or something. But I remember when I was a kid, they used to give us a quote unquote king cake, and it was like rolls with the icing painted on them.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
but one of us would get it, and I remember getting it and like going home and being so excited. And my parents, who are not from Louisiana, were like, "What are you talking?" They had your reaction where they were like, "A baby? What?"
Yeah, you threw me off there. Okay.
Why does the baby, the mascot that's at the Pelicans games all the time, why does it look like it wants to kill
Oh,
you?
maybe
By the
that's
way,
it.
that is that creepy baby, and this whole creepy concept I just laid out for you. That's why they have that creepy baby at the Pelicans games for those Mardi Gras uniforms. Again, I don't really know. I mean, it's just a thing that's always happened. I don't know.
I see. I don't know anything about this holiday. I
Nobody
know
really
that
does.
people
You party a lot, though.
It's gold and green and purple. You got the colors there,
Oh, yeah.
and then you also throw in
Beads.
Beads. I heard
Yeah.
that you can earn those if you do certain
You
acts.
can earn those.
A lot of
beads.
French
Yeah.
phrases. You just say, what's that one that's like fair, laissez, whatever.
Laissez-faire?
Laissez-faire. That one.
Laissez-faire. Is that?
Lay
You just-
fair, lay sex. That
Lay
we'll just
fair,
run
lay
with that one.
sex.
Yeah, lace-
That's what Mardi Gras is about. But that's
Well, that's what they really meant, but they pronounced it wrong. You know, like that. That's what really was what
here's
she
all I
just
know.
slurring
Is
their
there's
words.
parades, and I remember always going to the parade in my hometown. But my buddy lives in New Orleans. Chaotic place to be on Mardi Gras weekend.
Yeah.
He's been sending me all kinds
Dixon
of pictures.
Street.
of just,
Dixon Street was chaotic on Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
was
almost
trying to
didn't
come
make
into
it to
the
the-
office.
yeah.
and I'm like, I literally thought there was a riot on Dixon Street.
even
there were so
during
many people
COVID,
down
yeah.
there, and then I texted Ellis. He's like, "Oh, it's Mardi Gras." I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
it
makes
was
sense.
that the thing that people were dressed as like Dr. Seuss characters? Because
Yes.
I was over at the establishment close by to the office that we were at, and there were just a bunch of people dressed as Dr. Seuss characters, and I was like, I
go.
guess is that Mardi Gras? Like, is that
Yeah.
involved? Is there some sort of
Mardi
connection?
Gras.
I have no idea.
It's a costume event.
It's more about the friends we make along the way. It's not really about. We don't have to do anything.
They
That's
had-
the
they
beauty. is
have,
you just
uh,
party. I mean,
Big parades with floats, and yeah, me and
Yeah.
Scotty had to come into the office to grab some stuff to go to the game. And I know you came right after us, but
Yeah.
we were like blocked in by one of the floats. We couldn't get out of the lot
Yeah.
to get to the game.
You should have just joined it. Should have just been on
should
the
have.
float
Yeah.
and just seen what happens. Wave to all the people and hang out. Like that's what you
by the
should
way,
have done.
parades are really bottom tier things to go to normally, but Mardi Gras parades are the one thing that's cool.
They're
Just
they are
collecting
cool.
the beads and drinking and all that.
If
It's
we're
just
doing
nice.
if we're doing the power rankings of parades, like where does Mardi Gras rank? Because you got the Thanksgiving parade, you got Christmas parade,
The
Thanksgiving's
Rose Bowl
up there.
parade.
Rose Bowl parade.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
parade.
is way better than any Christmas parade you could ever go to, and I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Christmas parades suck. It's
Is there
always
is there a
cold.
New Year's parade? St.
If it
Patty's
is.
Day is a
St.
underrated.
St.
Patty's
one.
Patty's
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
parade. Yeah,
I've been-
St. Patty's and Mardi Gras, I feel like, are very similar.
Yeah,
where
it's
it's
pretty
like,
close.
I mean, what is St. Patrick's Day? Just Irish
Something-
people drinking. That's what it is.
Again, it's a Catholic
It's
thing. Why is
French
it always
people
going back to
drinking,
Catholics?
you know what I mean?
Like something about Catholic people. Like no offense to anybody in
How
the
about
chat.
I
but,
love how
mean,
When
Catholics
are
they were
Southern
like, we're
Baptists
going to
gonna
abide
get
by all the
their own-
rules, but we're going to
Yeah.
drink.
When are they going to?
I guess we got
That's
Easter.
just
My
every
God.
other day of the year.
Now that I think about
Easter's
it.
that. Yeah, you can't really just. I don't think Easter's known for just going out and drinking and doing parades. But
I will
maybe.
say Christmas isn't underrated. Like that's I guess that's our holiday here, but People party on Christmas pretty good.
Oh yeah. No, I think so.
Well,
I think
yeah.
people party.
I think the Wednesday night
for anything.
the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, that might be
That's a big one.
Wednesday night
that
before
is a big
Thanksgiving.
one. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drunkest day of the year.
Yeah.
Prime time running into your ex-girlfriend from 9 years ago, your hometown pub.
What do they call that? Didn't they have a name? It's not Thanksgiving Eve.
I
but
know
it's
what
got
you're
a
talking
na- It's
about,
got
yeah.
a name or something like that. I feel like.
Yeah,
But
there's something.
I don't know.
There's something to it.
Yeah.
It's like, girls do Galentine's Day once on Valentine's Day, but it's something, similar. Or Singles Awareness Day is what people think called Valentine's Day, which, by the way, is tomorrow for you fellas out there.
True.
Just
Thank you
for the
reminder.
Yeah, Scotty and I were talking
Yeah.
about that earlier. We're gonna make a little trip. We gotta go on an excursion soon.
Yeah. Got to go over to Walgreens and pick up some a card and balloons and chocolate. Right?
Mel
It's kinda
prefers
Maybe
very-
we'll go to
Target,
Whole
so I'll go
Foods and
there.
then stop by Alumni Hall after.
Might see Curtis
go.
at Whole Foods.
Yeah, might see
shopping
Curtis.
for
Might
groceries.
see me at
That's where he
Whole
shops
Foods.
and gets his groceries, man.
In a
That's crazy.
Manscaped shirt, I wind up on the TikTok of many Karens who are offended. So
Oh, well, you got to make it famous somehow.
yeah, exactly.
So why not do it for that? So
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, but once again, folks, we're out here at Flyway Brewery Company here in Fayetteville on Zion Road, 1550 Zion Road. So coming out and see us. We're going to be out here till at least 6 o'clock, at least live streaming. We'll probably
We'll be out
dabble
here
a little
for
bit
some-
after.
we might never
We'll
leave.
hang out.
Yeah. We're also going to be checking out some of the great food that they have available, and also the great beers. And because this is this is the Cardinal Kolsch,
Cardinal
right?
Cardinal
Yeah.
Kolsch is elite.
Cardinal Kolsch. It's it looks crazy, but it's actually really good. But yeah, and of course Early Bird, Flyway Light, Blue Wing.
He's got
I
the
mean,
blue
they got-
wing
I've got
over
the
there.
blue
That blue
wing.
wing.
Yeah, I mean,
I've ruined a laptop with a blue wing before. Like, fell asleep. That was.
Did you fall asleep or did you pass out?
I picked up a big boy after an Arkansas football game. Went home and decided to watch better football teams play. Fell asleep while they were playing.
Like
Wake
who?
up. Oh,
Good
you
luck
know
finding a better football team than that
Yeah.
one.
Those late
You
night
name it.
Pac-12 games.
Oh, here
Curtis.
we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there we go.
man.
Now I got the food over there. So
if you're
Andrew's-
a fan of a cheese curd, this is the
yeah.
place to
Okay,
get
so
'em.
those are the cheese curds over there.
Yeah.
Since we're waiting, I'll go ahead and be the one to break the seal.
Thanks,
and go
man.
ahead.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Start eating on
we'll be
camera.
over here if you need us to make it work. Yeah, put it in the middle there. Why not?
Yeah, I was gonna move that mouse out of the way and just. let
Nah,
it,
it needs mice anyways or whatever it is. But yeah, so the cheese curds, one of the many great apps that they're going to have available here throughout the day. But yeah, it's incredible though. Just to the weather's a lot nicer than what it was yesterday. Like I should have wore shorts. I keep looking at Curtis. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Dude,
Curtis,
if
it was
there's
like 30
any opportunity
degrees
to wear
outside.
shorts, I'm in it.
Dude, it was 30 degrees outside literally this morning, and I was like, man.
Yes.
And then it come out here, and it feels like it's summertime. Sometimes I hate Fayetteville weather or just Arkansas weather in general. But
great.
it's just really annoying. But the weather's great though, and they got a patio
is.
out here. So if
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
hang
that's
out,
a
you
good-
got to
good
go.
spot to be.
Yeah.
Remember Monday, Scotty was like, dude, let's go hoop. We were like, nope.
Oh yeah,
You're trying to go
this would have
hoop.
been the day for it.
Yeah.
On the snow day.
Yeah, we got to get some
Scotty
shots
flies
up
in
at the
any
art
weather.
I
court.
tried to go hoop today when we drove by that basketball park in Farmington. I was like, man, might have to get some shots up soon.
So if you think about it, I guess we are each other's hot dates for Valentine's Day tomorrow. You know,
Yeah.
What?
at Bud Walton Arena,
Oh,
it's
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
late night.
Yeah.
A little late night action.
yeah. Maybe get a little crazy, like
whatever
Maybe a
dinner
little-
they
maybe
have
so.
in the
Maybe
media
a little-
room plus
yeah.
a show.
Yeah.
maybe a little wild in the sack, like you never just know what's going to be happening, like because you're going. Listen, you're basically going up against somebody that's completely and totally outside of any realm that you're out kicking your coverage really when it comes to team basis. You're just hoping that you can keep up with them.
It's great. That's
And
a
you're
good-
hoping
good
that you don't
point.
embarrass yourself so much that they never call you again. And they start spread rumors about you and start saying, man, this guy sucks. So it's like you really this Valentine's Day with Arkansas and Tennessee, it's pretty important for Arkansas to really show that, you know what? They are man enough to take on good teams. They can handle the hot women that
Yeah.
are wild and crazy. Like they can do that. It's just a matter of them showing it.
Even though it's been a weird season, you beat a top 10 team like that on Valentine's Day, and you probably will wind up with a hot date.
You'll
Well,
win
it's-
some hearts if you beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's all about
Yeah.
timing, as we know. For instance, if Curtis and Michelle had met at a different time, there's no way Michelle would have ended up with Curtis. Let's just be real. If they had met maybe earlier in
she
Curtis's
didn't,
life,
she didn't
maybe
catch
later,
me at my best, but I feel like I might have actually.
I think you caught her at the right time.
Yeah, I caught her at the right time. I think is what
Yeah.
happened there.
Man,
No,
she
that's
is
what-
shaking her
that's-
head so much over there. It's like, it's like
I also
SMH
I don't like
all
the
over that
terminology
place.
we're using over here. Caught her, but I mean, she
Oh,
can.
it was-
she
it was
can-
a catch.
She can speak for it, but I mean, I think that's an accurate representation. But
Yeah.
again, it's all about timing.
That's right.
You just got to play the right team at the right time. You got to. Again, I'm using a weird term. I was going to say sneak up on them. You don't want to sneak up on them, guys.
Well, no, but geez, I would say you're really going to be pushing our limits here when it comes to our analogies that we've been making.
Flyways, they're already like, hey, y'all are cut off.
Yeah, you guys are never coming back again. No, but it's kind of true in a way of like, think about. I look at it as Arkansas's game against Georgia. It's like kind of like you went to the gym, you got a tan, you've been eating healthy, you're walking tall, got a good night's sleep,
rebound.
So yeah, it's like, but as you go into that,
buster, yeah,
it's like you go into it, you're like, okay, I'm feeling good, I feel like I can do this, I can be a team, I can play well, and you're going to your favorite restaurant. It's like your home court advantage. So it's like I feel comfortable there. Yeah. They got my favorite beer.
For
I know the
everyone
waitress.
The Georgia game was. She was with you shooting in the gym, and then Wednesday night could be, the night that you
well, now you're feeling bold.
Yeah, with a big dub.
Well, look,
might be able
Tennessee's
to
coming
step
off
up to the
of,
big
if
leagues.
we're really talking ball here for a second, which I don't really want to do, but Tennessee's coming off of a huge loss at A&M. Now they're on the road at Arkansas. We didn't really determine whether or not their flight schedule, I don't know if we've done the research yet on that. Of Curtis, what do you think? You think they went back to Knoxville and then are coming to Fayetteville?
Yeah, they. I'm sure they probably flew in today sometime.
So that's a lot of travel in the last 3 days, one could argue.
Yeah.
No?
Is Arkansas Tennessee slump buster?
No, but I was thinking Arkansas is definitely Tennessee's slump. They're supposed to be. That's what's supposed to happen here. This is Tennessee's get-back game. I can think of easier get-back games than Bud Walton Arena at 8 p.m.
Maybe it's just because we're a Flyway, but I think Arkansas is going to win tomorrow. I think they're going to win, boys.
Man, in what way?
Like a game.
Like they win the game, or like they win?
They're gonna have more points.
They win the half.
Curtis hasn't even
think they're
had a
gonna win the
sip
game.
of his culture.
Yeah, y'all just
I'm not
witnessed
under
in
the
real
influence
time
of
the power of Flyway.
Yep. You come here and suddenly you think you can literally win anything.
That's right.
Hey, the Chiefs Super Bowl run, I watched them beat the Dolphins in this very building. This is where greatness, this is where the paths of greatness starts. Apparently it's going to start with the Arkansas Razorbacks tomorrow night.
I do think it gets weird tomorrow. Like, I get that vibe. Like,
too.
Arkansas maybe gave people a reason to come back tomorrow by beating Georgia the other day. They haven't played well at home, but late night crowd, maybe I kind of expect the crowd to show up. Like, and maybe it's just maybe a lot of it's just Tennessee's coming in, and Tennessee could win a national championship, real deal. So maybe they come to see them, come to see Dalton Connect. Like, he's probably worth the price of admission alone. But
how many wives and
weird.
girlfriends do you feel like bought Arkansas Tennessee tickets for their man?
Too
Get
many.
him down to Bud.
How many? That you're asking? How many true queens are there in the state of Arkansas? Is what you're asking?
Yes.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow night when we see that attendance. Who knows?
We'll see.
I wonder how many people plan to go to the game and are not going to go to the game.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, we were talking about Tennessee and whether they bring people to town. I think there's a lot of people who maybe can only plan to go to 1 or 2 games this year, and I bet this is on that list for some people.
sure.
So
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
definitely on
alone,
it.
like, there's going to be some reluctant attendees tomorrow night where they're like, we had this trip on the books for 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
we said we were going to drive up for 1 game. We picked this one, and we got to stick to it.
This is by far the best game left on the schedule at
sure.
home.
Oh,
That's
right.
kind of what I'm
Because
thinking. Yeah.
Who's left? Like
you
Missouri,
got Missouri,
Vanderbilt,
and
LSU.
LSU.
LSU. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, if you're gonna
that
come to the game,
stinks.
Yeah,
You gotta
listen,
get
if
there
you
now.
win tonight or tomorrow night, you go undefeated the rest of the way at home. Maybe.
Yeah.
whatever.
If they
If you're a
win
real
tomorrow,
basketball team, you should win the rest of your.
This is the
home
path out
games.
of Wednesday sadness.
And they
Yeah.
need a path. They need
Yes.
something to guide them.
They gotta
to get
grab
They need to
one.
give
They
us
gotta grab one
an
that they
extra
shouldn't on
travel
the
day to
road.
Nashville, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Let us do a karaoke night on a Thursday night. Like if
Yeah,
after
come
the
on.
game. Like let's do that
But
instead.
just be in the tournament by Friday. That's all we really
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
us to the weekend.
Yeah, that's just something like that. But I was going to bring up too with Tennessee. It may just me, but like I feel like there's just not saying anything about the Tennessee as the program, but just it seems like it's more rare in sports overall that Arkansas and Tennessee play. And maybe it's just the staunch difference of colors. Like I don't know, but it just when it was in football, it always seemed like it was pretty crazy. Like every year there was always something weird going on. If you think about it in baseball, with the Vitello angle and all that, it's kind of up. And then in basketball, even when Bruce Pearl was there had some weird games. And what was the guy that got fired after it? Was it Donnie Tyndall or whatever his name was?
Yeah, he was there for
he
a
was there
week.
for a second.
Yeah.
But once Rick Barnes got there always just seemed to be those weird games, especially Bud Walton Arena, where one of the most fun games I ever had was at Bud Walton
Gafford,
against Tennessee with
Macon.
Gafford. Goes to
Anton
overtime.
Beard
no
hits a
doubt.
huge three.
Yeah, which, I mean, imagine if Muss was the coach, he probably would have strangled him for taking a three with like 27 seconds left on the shot clock in
Well,
that regard.
Muss
That
would
was
have
a-
loved
That was a
Anton Beard.
JD
but
Note shot.
There
He
was
knew
a
what to do
there
with
was a certain Razorback star guard who I saw walking out of the Staybridge over there by Foghorns at 3 a.m. before that game with 2 girls on
Like
either
Lou
arm.
Will?
Then
And
went
I was
absolutely
like, oh,
nuts.
I don't know about this one. And then he went out and I think he might have scored 32 in that game. You guys can
Gafford?
connect the dots.
Jalen Barford. Nah.
I just, you have said the name, but
Curtis
anyway,
has told me this story before.
Gafford went
Yeah.
off, but I don't know if he had 32.
it wasn't Dan Gafford.
Yeah, it definitely was not. It definitely was not Dan Gafford.
Just check your
Yeah.
box scores, folks.
Yeah, check your box.
Did the
Yeah,
women? Did
it's
the
like-
women also
Oh,
have a
man.
nice little?
Dude.
Here's more. Let's go.
Little dyed
We
hair
got more
there?
food coming in right now, boys. Look at
No,
this.
no dyed hair
support
for
that
Thank
him.
you so much.
Man,
Appreciate you. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
He was ready to
Man.
ready to deliver the next.
To answer y'all's
episode.
questions, it's something like this. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like we got the pretzels now too. We got cheese curds and we got pretzels.
Yeah,
It's about to get
Do you
gross
even
on
need
this
it? We even
podcast.
need an entree. Like, yeah, we're about to get
This is
we're
about
gonna get
to get
cheese
gross.
all over the place on this table and on these equipment. That's okay. Like, we got insurance on them. It's fine. So we'll make it work. But man, this is
yeah,
gonna
this
be
is
great.
crazy.
But
that
anyways,
game you're talking about, though,
dude, that game was so much fun.
It was probably top 3 or 4 on the loudest I've heard Bud Walton.
Yep, because it
was
was
nuts.
Well, what people don't remember too was Arkansas got up by 11, and then they called a charge on Tennessee with Gafford, and then they had to overturn it. They reviewed it and overturned it, and that was like a minute to go. Arkansas was up 11, and they only won by 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
tried to
Did it
give
go
away.
OT
People
or
forget
not
about
quite?
that. No, it went to OT
It was
because
overtime.
Gafford's like when they actually ran a decent play under Mike Anderson. I'll give him
No, that
credit.
was a good one.
Basically tossed it into Gafford, and he just, I mean,
I think
the
it was a
athleticism
Macon
kicked in.
Gafford like 2-man game, and I think
Yeah.
Macon made a really good
Yeah.
read and good pass.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you're talking about, that was like last minute of regulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
Yeah.
I think that was so I started trying to. This was what 17-18 season because it was like late December.
Yes.
I feel like that was like
2017,
that was
yep.
like my 3rd game on the beat, and it just put
Yeah.
the expectations for home games just through the freaking
Yeah,
roof.
Was this
nuts,
the team
man.
that ended up losing to Butler?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you remember
Yeah.
they were coming off that team that almost beat North
They
Carolina
beat
and almost made on that
Seton
run.
Hall,
Right.
and then yeah,
No.
So it was like that team had a ton of buzz around them at that point in time in the Tennessee game. The season ended up being disappointing, so we don't really remember. But there was a lot of we loved that team.
Oh,
we
wait.
thought they were going to make
Wait,
a run.
Yeah, that was a team. Yeah, because I always get that mixed up with
The team after.
the team before that had Dusty Hannes, Moses Kingsley,
Right.
and
Yeah.
them, and as well as like that team. I know we could always play woulda, coulda, shoulda all day long, but that team that had Moses and Dusty, and then he threw in Barford and Macon, and Gafford wasn't on that team just yet, but like that was a pretty
Adriel
high
Bailey.
Yeah, Adriel, like that was a pretty. I mean, I'm not saying it was like the highest quality, but that team should have done better in
Should
at least
have
the
done
regular
better.
season. Like they lost to
Yes.
North Carolina because that some of those calls and
Well,
whatnot.
if you
but
really
still.
look at it, and North Carolina obviously won the title, so you could, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could make the argument that they would have done that. But I think if you look at the teams that made it to the Sweet 16 that year, Arkansas could have beat a lot of them. And so it makes you kind of think if Arkansas had played better in the regular season, like you said, I think that team had Elite Eight, Final Four potential if they got the right draw. I mean, they played in North Carolina as tough as anyone, so it's like
yeah. Well, they had the
that team could've-
backcourt to win games in that
Yeah.
tournament.
100%. And that team could have changed the course of history because if Mike had gotten over the hump and maybe gotten to the Elite Eight with that team, he probably would not have gotten fired the year he got fired.
Yeah,
It
And then
changes
Muss
everything a
wouldn't
little
have-
bit.
He probably would have gone somewhere else.
Right.
I mean, because
Yeah.
one of the biggest things about Mike was just we were here for 8 years, and you had 2 NCAA tournament wins,
Right.
Right.
and never going past the first weekend, and then of course, not really having a plan after post Gafford.
Yeah,
that was a big
that's
part of
something
it.
you need to have a.
Yeah, I
a
feel like
plan
that's
for.
important.
It's-
I mean, nothing against Justice Hill or whatever his name was.
you
but
got to
like,
start
it's not really
working on
replacing
that
him.
Yeah.
when he steps on campus.
Yeah, and but yeah, you're right. And the same thing kind of goes with like think about Bielema in football. If he didn't have that ending to the 2016 year where they beat Missouri like they should have, and then maybe gone into a better bowl game and won that, and they ended up with 9 wins, they probably don't fire Burt the next year if he has as bad as years he did.
Right.
But, that's kind of how some of that a lot of that
And if
plays
Chad
out.
Morris, if all the 20 games that he lost, if they had just not been losses, maybe Chad.
Yeah, I mean,
we can do this all day long, man.
If you just
We do this all
change
day
the
long.
results of history, then a lot of things happen. Yeah, I'm the one who started it, so I like to do. I like how I just
yeah.
flip that around. But
But you're right though, because Again, we could have it go the opposite direction too.
Because if
I love
Chad
when
hadn't
people-
lost the game, I don't think they would have let him go.
I love
No.
when people comment stuff in the comments of real life hypotheticals. They'll be like, yeah, I know you feel this way, but would you feel differently if the circumstances changed? And you're like, yeah, probably.
Actually, yeah.
Like someone asked yesterday, he was like, would y'all feel differently if Devo was the reason Muss left? I'm like, well, yeah, I guess, but I don't think that's what's going on here.
So, I don't think that's
Right.
truthful.
Yeah, if the
So-
circumstances were completely different, then yeah, my perspective would probably be different.
Yeah, probably so. I don't know. I feel like we probably need to take a break so we can eat some of those pretzels and cheese curds. And just like
I'm
Speak
halfway
for
down with
yourself. The
mine.
cheese curds are almost gone, brother.
Hey, listen, we got a clump. We got a clump
we got
here.
a clump there.
Hey, one for each of us.
Yeah, it's like
There's a lady in the. You want a lady in the tramp that clump?
We'll do that during the commercial break.
I'll leave that to you.
Won't be
and
able to-
somebody
We'll
else.
leave it up to y'all's imaginations how these got dispersed.
Yes, and leave in the comments section if you think the two were to do it, and see who would be the most likely to do it. I'm kind of
Two
afraid
or
of
more.
that.
These two.
I know
Or more.
exactly who
Yeah,
it is.
I'm about to say, do we even need a poll question for this? I don't even think we do. So, but hey, folks, we're live from Flyway Brewing here in Fayetteville at 1550 Zion Road. It's Fat Tuesday. Come out and celebrate us. They got great beers that are nice and cold. The weather's beautiful outside. You can go out on the patio that they got greatly set up, and we got some great food. We're just at the apps. So just wait till we get to the main courses. Can't wait to have more and can't wait to talk more about it. So stay with us here on the John Nabors Show, live from Flyway Brewing here in Fayetteville.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied 'cause we not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go through with you. Why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Best guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now. You got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile. Smile. Okay? Hey, you guys, all right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Let's stick my dick in the mashed potato. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
The John Nabors Show is live from the Natty State Sports Studios.
Yeah, because we're going to keep it going here live on the John Nabors Show from Flyway Brewery here in Fayetteville. Yeah, we're kind of live. We're doing a show. It's okay. No one has to know about it.
I didn't
but-
even know we were back from break. So.
We didn't have to tell anybody. We can just sit here and hang out if we need to, and just be.
that's a
you know,
good
Just laying
view
some
right
groundwork with the server.
Nice
Yeah,
young man
yeah,
walked
you know.
over. Yeah, he's asking about beer and food. So, you know.
yeah.
I had to listen.
Was that Bailey Zimmerman? Y'all know what he looks like? Bailey Zimmerman, the country singer?
Oh, no.
Okay,
have been.
so my jokes fall flat.
Might have been.
Sorry. Moving on.
No,
Wait, who did you say?
It
Who
felt-
did you say it was?
He looked like Bailey Zimmerman, the country singer.
I thought
All
that
I
we were
heard
talking about
was-
Matt Zimmerman's daughter. Isn't
That's
her
what I
name
thought.
Isn't
I
her
thought he
name
said
Bailey?
Baby Zimmerman. Like
Baby Zimmerman. Yes,
That's
yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah, have you?
I'll
It
pull
kind
up
of
a-
looked like it. Yeah.
I'll pull up a picture in a second.
It wasn't a joke.
Okay.
It wasn't a joke that landed flat. I don't think we're familiar with the young man you were referring to.
Let me show you in just a second.
Wait, is it a man?
Yeah.
Named Bailey?
yes.
Man, it's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, it's
no,
whatever.
that-
It's
that
cool.
plays.
normal.
It's cool. You know, just asking questions. You know, making it happen. So I know.
John.
I know. I'm gonna get canceled here pretty
Jeez,
quickly.
Man.
Yeah, I
no
know.
sensitivity whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like from the
No, yeah,
cheese
he
curds
definitely
and
looks
everything
like
like
that.
that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, you are onto something. Didn't fall flat.
That's
You're right.
him.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that is him.
We'll wave him down when he comes back. and
He's
we'll,
actually playing acoustic outside. So.
yeah. Okay.
There you
Oh
go.
my goodness,
man.
Greg. What is this? What is this?
pizza here is
yeah, listen,
unreal.
we'll make room, boys.
Yeah. Oh.
We will make room for this thing. Look at that. Okay, so what's our guy Phil? We're gonna get him on after a while here in just a little bit. But Phil,
Yeah,
tell
let
us
me
about
hop
this. What the pizzas that we got going on over here?
So over here's our carny. It's basically
Carny,
meat
okay.
lovers, our house-made
Meat lovers. That's what I'm here for it.
Cherry with smoked bacon, Ezzo sausage, pepperoni.
Okay, all the meats, all the spice and everything.
Big muff.
The big muff.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Mom went for the muffin lettuce sandwich, and on Fat Tuesday,
There you go, Curtis.
better choice to bring out. But
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, for Fat Tuesday.
Ham, mortadella,
Oh man.
olive relish, roasted
Oh.
pepper sauce.
So basically, amazingness is what you're saying. Yeah, good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. It looks incredible. Yeah,
Sounds
thank
great.
you so
Well,
much.
I've had the carny before. It's
Yeah.
unreal. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
it's
this.
awesome.
Carny is
So-
good. That's what I was about
All
to dip
right,
into.
excellent.
I was going to wait an
Thank you.
appropriate
So much.
amount of time.
Yeah, this is what is the appropriate amount of time for something like this though? That's the
Right
question.
away.
We're gonna
I feel
hit,
like I've
we're gonna hit
indulged
another
too
break
much.
here on the John Nabors show.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're just going to have
break
nothing but
time.
breaks, just nothing but clips and breaks and everything too to go along with it. But yeah, we said we're going to have to. I'm going to start eating this pretzel too that we've had. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I know. There's only,
You can,
I
you
would
can,
say
if
too
you
much,
need to
but I'm not
stack,
mad.
you can stack for now.
Yeah,
We're good. Yeah.
stack 'em.
Just put that there.
Something like that because I feel like we've got so much stuff. So the pizzas I've had, which I mean everything I've had here is great, but like the pizzas
unreal,
I've had
man.
here are just next level incredible. Which
I
you
don't
think
know
about
what the style is, but it's
I guess it's Detroit, right? Like it's like
Oh, I think you're
deep
right.
dish kind of thing. But
okay,
Yeah, crispy
I was
crust.
wondering like you know, your Chicago style, New York style, but whatever style, I don't care what it's called. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really
Well,
incredible.
the first time me and Curtis came here, I got a burger and you got a pizza, and I was just like, we had never been here. We had
Right.
no sense of anything. And as soon as they brought his pizza, I was like, ooh. And my burger was good, and I've gotten it a few times since then. But pizza is hard to pass up, man.
Yeah, they're really, really good. Yeah, I was thinking about the Arkansas Tennessee games, like some of the basketball games of the past. But remember a couple years ago when Tennessee came to Arkansas, and it was, I don't remember if it was a stripe out, but it was a huge crowd, and it was when Arkansas was really rolling, and it was like the worst game ever played. It was like 55-40.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It
about.
ended up
Yeah.
being like that.
It was
New
awful.
Mexico State tournament game.
It was the worst because they did a red out, and Arkansas
right.
does not understand. Like nobody licenses actual cardinal red,
You're
so you
right.
had about 18 different shades of red.
Yes.
and it looked literally like absolute death.
Yeah.
Like whatever was going on.
Yeah.
and it was
The
I think
game was a clunker, man. Arkansas won.
I think it's like
great,
it was like
but-
55 to like 49.
Well,
Yeah,
they
it was
played
terrible.
they played West Virginia. I think it was back-to-back Saturdays where they played like West Virginia and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm thinking.
No,
I
it
hope I'm
does.
thinking of
I
the
think
same
so.
years. But they were both like that. When they played West Virginia, it was the same thing. So it was like there were Saturday games that had awesome crowds that were needed in
Yeah.
like 59, 53
And,
rock
and
fights.
Arkansas won the games, but it was
Right.
like, man, it's just, unless you're a big fan of defensive stops and rebounding, it was hard to get into.
I really miss the electric Saturday home crowds for meaningful games in February. Like I just,
Yeah.
I miss
I
that.
know.
Like Arkansas had one of those last March against Kentucky,
right.
but
Yeah.
it feels like none of these
Choked that one away,
none of
didn't
these
they?
remaining games, other than maybe Tennessee, are gonna
Yeah.
even approach that.
I was the reason they lost that Kentucky game though, because they were hanging in there, and then there was a baseball game that day, and I went over to Baum, and as soon as I went to Baum,
Did
all
you
hell
leave?
broke
Did you
loose.
leave before or after Devo got tossed?
I think it was like as he was getting tossed.
Okay.
Actually, it was
Right in
like
the middle
right
of it?
around that. It was like
Well,
maybe
it started with the Mitchell Bros trying to jump Oscar Shibwe. Then
Yeah.
that was a wild game.
the Mitchell Bros, who we have determined own Kentucky.
for whatever
Yes.
reason.
They didn't that day, I guess, but
Yeah, but they still have something about them
Yeah.
that makes it work.
Right,
I went
we
back.
were-
It's 58-48, by the way, is the final score of that game.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Jalen Williams and JD Note led the way with 13 points each. The next leading scorer for Arkansas was Adis Toney with 8.
Oh, wow.
And Chris Likes with 8.
Oh,
So
and this was definitely the Rick Barnes is not happy that Jalen Williams take charges game.
Absolutely.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
it
was
was.
He threw a fit
the
about
Wes Rucker special. You
the
mean?
Wes Rucker special. Yes.
Yeah, that dude,
Yeah.
man. Don't even get me started.
Nobody
on that guy.
won on Saturday in Bud Walton Arena.
Well, somebody
capped
did.
the
Humanity
scoreboard.
lost
Yeah,
as
I know.
Jalen Williams.
I know exactly
flailed
who
to
won,
the
dude.
floor.
Yeah. Well, somebody won, and I think it was not Tennessee, but somebody won.
There was a winner and a loser in that game
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, but we got fact that game's tomorrow at 8 p.m. We talked about the crowd and just the game itself. Like Rick Barnes is just an interesting coach because he's really good in the regular season, but just not. I don't know, not in the postseason.
Regular season,
so I never.
right.
I was just like the guy wins. I think I would like to know what his average is regular season wins. It has to be like 23, 24
It's enough for him
wins.
to be
Like,
a
it has
Hall
to
of
be.
Famer. Like he's
Yeah, for sure.
He's got such a complicated resume where it's like none of his teams will stand the test of time. Like, nobody's going to tell their kids about the 2018 Tennessee teams. You know what I mean? Or being like, even those Texas teams, which like had Kevin, some good moments. There's no team that was ever really that relevant other than just being pretty good. But when you do it for that long, it's hard to deny. It is what it is. He's earned what it is, and he's a great regular season coach.
Yes. Isn't he literally like 500 in the NCAA tournament?
Something like that. Like his average, I think we looked it up one time, me and Scotty, and it was like his average is 1-1 in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. His average is losing in the round of 32.
I will say, like, I think this team is more vulnerable in the regular season than some of his other teams.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're highly rated defensively or whatever, but it's not the same. They're still big and physical, but they're not as big and physical.
They're scoring a weird amount.
Like they don't have a Plavsic type guy now.
Exactly.
Like the big Russian bully that's
right.
But makes you scared of going in the restricted area.
I do think that this Tennessee team is one that he could make a run with.
Yeah.
Because they've got the dude.
Is this his best Tennessee team he's ever had though?
I don't know that it's the best Tennessee team that he's ever had, but I think it's the best
the one with the big
to
boys.
win in the NCAA tournament.
I like the one with the big boys with Admiral Schofield and Grant Williams.
Yeah.
Who are the guards on that
Jordan
team?
Bone, Jordan Bowden.
Bowden, yeah.
And then I think Santiago Vescovi was like still playing there.
Probably like a redshirt junior back then.
Vescovi before he was getting his AARP card.
Yeah, dude, Vescovi is washed like the dishes, dude. It's crazy watching him play, man. He can't get up and down. He's like struggling, man. I bet he has to like do yoga just to be ready for the games.
He's got to go. He goes through it.
John
Engler,
like
though,
an NBA
you can get
vet.
the camera. Like the hottest girl I've ever seen just walked in Flyway a few minutes ago. Is there any way you can get the camera on her?
Let's see if I can. We're just gonna make some adjustments over here. So yeah, we got an overview right now, so you can point her out if you'd like.
That's
the
a
girl
heck of a
right
table
there,
over
man.
there.
That girl.
Honestly, it's pretty solid.
That girl. I'm talking to her as soon as we're done after this, man. I'm gonna ask her see if she wants to hang out tonight.
Get her digits.
We'll see.
See if she's got Valentine's Day plans.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't have plans tomorrow because I want to take her out.
Take her out to the Razorback basketball game.
Take her out to Bud Walton Arena.
Yeah, the basketball
the most
palace
romantic
in America.
place in America.
Yeah, like, what would be better? What would be better than that?
Right.
Like, I mean, honestly, I think as the lone single guy among this group, I can't think of a place that I'd rather take a woman than Bud Walton Arena tomorrow. That's probably why I'm still single, though.
You're independent, is what you are.
I'm independent. I'm differently married. It's like it's a different perspective.
He's married to the game. You are married to the game. I will respect that.
A little birdie told me you were on a dinner date though yesterday. So.
Now, see, we're starting rumors. Like things start spreading a little bit.
Bird. That's
Apparently,
all.
people love when we talk about rumors, so we might as well just talk about all of the love, speculation, rumors.
Yeah, we address the juicy deets. So.
Yeah, this is what y'all wanted. This is what this company is being built on.
Yeah, it's being built upon rumors and speculation and illogic nonsense, and that's
they
what we are
told me
great
right
at.
before we left to come here that your love life in the dinner date you had topic 2 on the 6-pack tomorrow.
Yep.
Great. All right. Well, whatever you guys put out there, I want to know because
we're gonna clip it.
I want to know what's being said and what you actually can say, or you may just make it up and say like it was a disaster. It was like literally like a date from hell.
You could tune in live, and if it's not to your liking, just bust in the show.
I'll just put some comments and
set the record straight.
Well, the thing is, as a former single guy, I know that whatever John tells us about his love life, the actual reality has to be worse. Nobody ever tells it worse than it actually is, which really kind of concerns me in terms of your efforts out on the field.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. When you've been out there it's kind of like being in the minor leagues for your entire life, Like you haven't been able to break through.
You're breaking
to go
the home
pro.
run record, the AAA home run record.
Yeah,
minor leaguer.
Yeah, it's like you get up there and you finally get up to AAA ball, but then it's like, you get an injury and you have to be brought back down to AA or maybe even single A, and you're just like, man, am I ever going to bust through? Can I finally figure this thing out? But
can somebody get John Nabors a cup of coffee in the league, please?
Y'all remember that dude Andre Ingram that played for the Lakers for like a week?
Yeah.
Let's get John like his Andre Ingram run at the big leagues where he like scores
a 10-day
24
contract,
points. Yeah.
like something like that.
Dusty
Two-way
Hannah's got him a
contract.
10-day. If Dusty Hannah's can get a 10-day, John, we can get you a date or two, man.
I have the feeling, though, that if John got his shot, he'd be like Ricky Council.
Yeah.
Like he'd make a splash.
Which
and
one?
He'd have some staying
16
power.
points in 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, and it's like,
which Ricky
Yeah,
Council?
which Ricky Council are we referring to? We're referring to like NCAA tournament Ricky Council, or
we're talking about the one that's cooking in the NBA and the National
the
Basketball
one that
Association.
scores 17 points in 10 minutes, or has what did he have the other night? Like 17 and 10.
Yeah,
he had a double there the other night.
He's cooking, man.
In no time.
He's hitting the boards.
Yeah, what's about the Pro Hogs right now? Just like looking pretty good.
Gafford had another
too, man.
Dude, yeah.
There is no better situation for Daniel Gafford than being with the Mavs.
Oh,
right
sure,
now.
yeah.
I mean, he's That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think because I was even thinking about our trip to Arlington.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know
wow.
he's playing on Thursday night in Arlington. Or in
Really,
Dallas.
really?
You're joking.
It happens to be. I don't know if you guys checked the schedule, but it happens to be the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks on Thursday night.
Are you
I'm just saying.
serious?
Hey, Branson, did you know that the Suns and the Mavericks were playing on Thursday night? I heard they were playing in Dallas. A little birdie told me.
Hey, boss.
that. So just it's
Mal,
a big
if you're
thing.
listening,
Just put
Well,
that.
none
put
of us
that
have
bug
any
in the
interest
ear.
in seeing the Suns. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm only about the pro hogs. That's all I care about.
Well, luckily we got one in that one.
Hey, did y'all see the Pat Bev and Bobby Portis pick that was going viral?
Yeah.
Those two guys after the game yesterday?
Yeah, that was hard.
electric.
No, did y'all
Yeah.
see the
Big.
Bobby or I guess it was Pat Bev and Nick Smith Jr. like kind of got into it during a game recently.
Really? No, I did not see
It was
this.
actually kind of weird because it was like there was like 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so like borderline crunch time, and for some reason, a personal beef between Nick Smith Jr. and Pat Bev broke out, and like they both felt the authority to just clear out. I don't know how Nick's teammates didn't even budge. He was just like, guys, I got this one.
Did
But
he
Pat
have this
Bev-
one?
So Pat Bev hit a three in his face, and then I think Nick initiated the possession and then made a few passes, but then ended up hitting a spot up three with like 2 seconds left on the shot clock in his face, and then kind of did the like over aggressive guarding him 94 feet thing. And
Yes.
it was
I
just
love
funny
that.
because it was like. There's like Bobby Portis was on the floor and just like kind of let them cook, and it was
That's
weird.
awesome.
It was just kind of funny to watch those
You
two
like
guys
bring
go
up like
at it.
knee management or something like
But
that.
Pat
like, ever
Bev
got
was
into that?
definitely
Probably.
trying to get under Nick's skin.
Yeah.
Clearly trying to get up in his chest and rough him up a little bit. And I love the way Nick responded. Nick responded
One
with
thing
some,
I will say about Nick is he's got the dog in him.
He's
Like,
competitive
He
as
is a
hell, man.
competitor.
he's literally
man.
got him tattooed on
When
the
it says
on the
a-
top of his hand. You
It
remember
says a
that?
lot about
Yeah.
Nick, though, as like
Yeah.
how he approaches basketball, that he's 18, 19 years old. What is he, in like his 24th NBA game? And he's
Yeah.
like, hey, guys, clear out. I got this guy who's made all defense teams in his career.
I love
clear
that,
out.
man.
I'm gonna cook this dude. real
Dudes
quick.
on the
Like,
Hornets just do that though.
They did.
Right.
Everybody on
Like
the
they've got
That's
the
true.
freedom and the liberty to do that whenever they want.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I just like it's nice just to see more pro hogs these days, like actually being in the pros,
Yeah.
and being able to see them.
I mean,
go
a
up against
bunch
each
of
Yeah,
them
other.
any
just
night you
had
can turn on a
moments
game.
this year.
It's not
Yeah.
the Shanghai
Like Jordan
Hogs.
Walsh
No.
is like the best rebounder to ever live. Ricky Council's going crazy. Gaffer gets gets traded. Pat Bev's got a podcast and he talks trash all the time.
Yeah, he
Who
does
else
have a
am I-
really
like,
good podcast.
And we're
Yeah.
not even talking about AB.
And
you know?
AB,
And
yeah,
AB.
he's on like one of the more fun teams to watch in the
Stanley
league.
Amude getting some run in Detroit.
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
The only guy that's not getting run is Moses Moody.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. And
Wow.
even he has been playing well. He's been hurt though lately,
He has, yeah.
but when he's been playing well. Like he's up in his career averages and everything. Got
Well,
a chance, man.
With Klay Thompson washed, Moses should
Helps for sure. And the Warriors, man.
Speaking
the Warriors
of washed like the dishes,
The
my God.
Warriors
Yeah.
have actually low-key fallen apart without Moses Moody.
Hey, well,
without his wing presence.
guys, I hate to say this, but speaking in, and we'll have this camera up here. I see somebody, a celebrity, walking in.
man.
Here, as it rolling in the black hoodie is ES.
Like we said.
is Pinto. It's
Yeah,
our guy
every-
Pinto.
told
right
y'all
there.
Every
celebrities
time
will
we
pull
come
up.
to Flyway, there's a celebrity in attendance.
Yeah,
It never fails.
And nobody with a bigger social media following that is more integral into Arkansas Twitter.
If y'all want to watch the
than-
Periscope stream of this show, you can watch it via Pinto's.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
ES
true.
Pinto.
That's true. Maybe we can get him to do that, like ES Pinto, and then like just stream us, even though we're streaming on our own.
Yeah,
platform.
everything
Just-
else.
Just stream it all over the place. But yeah, good to see. Good to see.
That's big.
We'll have to dap up Pinto here in a little bit too, and then hanging out. But
Big time.
But yeah, it's
Friend of the show.
yeah, friend of the show, friend
of
of
the
friend of us.
That's right.
Friend of all of us, personally. By the way, I want to remind everybody that today, since it is Fat Tuesday here at Flyway, they're offering the NOLA Grizz. Or Glizz, excuse me. Not
Sounds
that I was about to
great.
say it could have been the Grizzlies, but no, it's the Glizz. It's a mouth-watering delight featuring smoke and it's andouille, right? Or is it it's
Andouille.
Andouille. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Andouille.
Once we start getting into like the Cajun and the New Orleans vibes, it's like okay, I'm gonna start mispronouncing stuff. But you got crispy crawfish, chow chow, Creole sauce, and fries, all for just $18. And they're having happy hour right now. Actually, how about that?
Is it 4 to 6?
It's literally during our show.
Great.
We should just call this the happy hour.
If
because
you're not
it's just-
here, what's the deal?
yeah, you're
Dude,
missing
yeah.
out on it.
If you live within a 100-mile radius and you are not en route to this building, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
say,
you
where
failed.
are
What are
we
we
at in
doing?
society when you can't be able to come out here and enjoy Fat Tuesday with everybody like us? And
People that they're
The
rushing to
Glizz-
the doors.
Oh, you got me on camera doing that.
Oh.
Mercy.
As far as the Glizz is
doing what?
concerned, that
Eating?
sounds pretty
Like
good.
yes,
I've
we
been
all
waiting.
eat.
I've been watching the screen, waiting for him to cut away, and then
I mean, listen, like, are you guys embarrassed to be seen eating?
No.
I would just prefer not to be. I'm not embarrassed about it, but it's like I would prefer not to. Yeah.
It.
Oh, okay. That's it, because I think
when the curds came
eating
out, I
is
couldn't
a
help
natural
myself.
thing.
I'll eat.
Okay?
Don't worry.
You know, everybody has to eat. You know.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing embarrassing
It's
about
pizza.
it or anything. Yeah, it's pizza.
We might
It's great.
judge you if you got caught eating the glizz, but
That's true.
You know,
That's true, but no, yeah, we're over here too. By the way, some comments. I guess we can't get to some of these.
I guess we might.
this
as
is an
well.
interactive show.
This is an
they say.
interactive show after all. So can't do that. But let's see. Ice Cold Mint Drew. That's not what I want to read.
OG legend.
Razorback Rock says, other than Kentucky, we may have the most pros in the NBA now, all playing well. I don't know about the most pros. If maybe in the SEC.
I will say they're probably in the top 8 to 10. For
I bet
sure.
they're up there. Yeah, I never really thought of it that way, but
Listen, Villanova's got dudes out there.
Well,
Yeah, they do.
Villanova's got Brunson, Bridges. Yeah, I mean, but the only ones that it's like Kansas, Villanova, Kentucky, Duke.
Yeah.
You know, it's Arkansas is below only blue bloods in this regard.
Ooh,
Right.
we got some ranch coming in, huh?
there we go.
Oh, yeah, we got to have the ranch to go along with it too. Yeah, yeah. Scotty, want another beer? Yeah,
Honeybird Blonde.
yeah,
The Cardinal Kolsch. It's hard to beat.
yeah. Might as well. Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing over there. Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
yeah,
you, sir.
we're
Gosh,
sorry. Don't
man.
mind us. We're just ordering food.
Listen,
Like, yeah, we'll be like
Another break coming soon. There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna be hitting that too. But also, Black Neighbor says Flyway has fire lemon pepper wings. Also,
Okay.
the Christmas
Oh.
ale that tastes like Christmas cookies at Christmas time.
I have had
No
the Christmas
joke.
ale here.
I have not had the Christmas
I've had the
ale.
Christmas ale while watching The Grinch here.
It sounds like I would get in
You
trouble.
watched the Grinch here?
Yeah, they had the Grinch playing up in Flyway in early December.
Which one? Like the live action or the cartoon?
No, like Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know they made a cartoon about it. right?
I'm aware of
Just
the
wanna make
pre
sure.
and the post Jim Carrey cartoon.
Yeah.
I
There was
would
a
get
post
in-
one?
I would get
Well,
in
there's
trouble.
one that came out in like 2014. Whatever night Arkansas played Texas in the Armed Forces opening night
This
thing.
dude in his day.
That's whenever they played the Grinch, because I remember I went to the Grinch and was streaming it on my phone while I was watching it.
That's incredible that you remember that.
I mean, well, whatever it takes, I guess.
I believe that was Mason Jones's debut and Isaiah Joe's debut, and they lost that game.
Well, Addison wants to know what's the brew of choice today for everybody.
Honey,
Listen,
we got I
the-
just ordered the blonde, but I was drinking the Flyway Light before.
Yeah.
We got a blue wing.
The,
Yep.
the
Blue
Cardinal,
wings in
the
there.
Cardinal
Cardinal
Kolsch
Kolsch.
here is hard to beat. It's
yeah.
it looks, a little reddish. It's a hibiscus situation, but it's really good. They put a lime in it. Hits the spot, man.
I think I'm gonna order the blue wing after this. I went
hard to beat.
light, Honeybird, and now I'm gonna go blue wing.
I like it.
I haven't had the early bird yet.
The early bird's good. It's an IPA.
Is that
though.
a breakfast
I don't know if you're
beer?
an IPA guy. I am.
I know
I
you
really
would.
like it. Yeah.
Early bird, a breakfast beer.
Can be.
Any beer is a breakfast beer if you want it to be.
But this seems very specific.
Yeah.
I'd say you can't say you're an early bird and not
Yeah.
have it like a morning vibe. you know?
There's got to be a worm nearby. you know?
Yeah. Exactly. All right, we need to take a break because we're going to start eating more here soon too, and doing some crazy things, I'm sure. But either way, we are going to keep it moving here, folks. And I want to remind everybody we're out here at Flyway in Fayetteville, so come on out and see us at 1550 Zion Road in Fayetteville. We're going to be out here streaming live until at least 6 o'clock, but we'll probably be hanging out a little bit longer than that too. So anyways, we're going to keep it moving, get to your comments. We're going to tell you about some of the great beers and some of the great specials and some of the great food, because we're going to shout out on it here very soon, very quickly in this like 90-second break that we're going to take. So stay with us here on the John Nabors Show.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied. We not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go through it. And why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Best guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now. And you got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile. Smile. Okay? Hey, you guys All right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Let's stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
All right, welcome back into the John Nabors Show here live from Flyway here in Fayetteville, right off Zion Road 1550, which for those of you who are wondering, because Zion, I don't know, it's a fairly popular street, but it's basically close to the mall. Because malls do exist still. Like I know, can't remember the last time I've been to one, but it is close to the Fayetteville.
Number
Northwest
one,
Arkansas
it's
Mall.
popular for Flyway. Number two, popular for always being under construction.
I was gonna say because I used to live over here off Joyce, and I never was on Zion because they were doing construction.
Always.
But
not
now
here.
that I don't, as soon as I moved, they stopped doing construction.
Breaking news.
Wait, we actually have breaking news, or you're just saying breaking news for no reason?
Oh.
The beers are here.
Oh, the beers are here.
Thank you,
So you
sir.
got me all hot and bothered here for whatever reason. Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
well,
we're
rightfully
gonna
so,
make.
I think.
Yeah, we're gonna make room for all of this stuff, like hanging out here too. So we're gonna make room for it. But yeah, this is incredible.
That Carney didn't stand a chance, man.
No,
Let's go.
No, it's happening. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch places over here. Come with this. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, man. So it's almost like they got all of this taken care of, man, and all of that, like the beers and food. The pizza's amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Earlier when you were doing that living thing, I thought he had a cheese curd.
Dipping it into the Cardinal Culture.
When
probably
you were-
good. It's probably
when you were
good.
doing it, I was like, no, and then not to realize what it was.
It could have been. You know what? That might be a thing. You know.
I bet it's good.
I wish I hadn't eaten all the cheese curds so you could try, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who did? No one voted on who was going to be the two that did the.
well, the
Lady
break
and the
snuck
Tramp
up
thing.
on us, so we didn't even really get a chance.
Oh yeah. No. What's up?
So we have an oyster po' boy. Would y'all be interested
An-
in trying that?
Oyster po' boy.
Come on.
Somebody,
Come on.
I'm game for that.
Yeah, come on.
It's like Pinto's all for it
Pinto
over
Park.
there.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Listen,
Oyster po' boy. Let's go.
We'll try anything once, right? I
Put anything on some bread and call it a po' boy. I'm for
Exactly.
it.
No, bring it on.
Because that's like it's just a po' boy. It's like a
he's
hoagie.
got it
Like, oh my,
already.
that was quick.
Oh, it's right
Oh,
here.
he wasn't kidding.
That was
Like,
quick.
See if we
Okay.
can, find some space for
figured
this.
Yeah, well, here, put it right here. Put it right
right
here.
here. Give the old college try.
Here's
Yeah,
my
just, consolidate the pizza plates and everything, and make it work over here. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, sir.
I'll
Thank
hand
you.
Oh my
this,
gosh,
and
look at this.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally. I'll grab that.
Look at that. Okay.
Goodness gracious, what is happening here? Like that is amazing. So yeah, get the napkin out of the way. You're gonna make it look good. So, yes,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Like
They
man.
are making me feel very important.
Yeah.
It was like,
This
do you
is
want?
great,
It was
man.
like, do you want to try this? Yes. Okay. Well,
I was like,
here
oh,
it
you
is.
mean?
I didn't realize he had it behind his back. He pulled it out of the hat, man. That's crazy.
I'd say they must have him just like on dock back there. Just be like,
It was like
just
a
make them
cartoon.
everything they got. Keep going with it. So all right, because is a po' boy just a hoagie, like whatever's on a hoagie, right? Isn't that kind of what it makes
Yeah,
it?
it has a remoulade.
Yeah, yeah,
And
get you some of that, man.
Somebody's got to eat it.
Yeah. I was like, say, yeah, check it out, Pinto.
yeah, get in here. Come on.
Yeah,
It's part of the
let's-
team. What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
he gives the official review. You can take the toothpicks out. And,
Wipe the toothpick.
yeah. Oh man.
Looks like
What's
it
your
hits.
full mouth review?
Let's go.
Yeah, about to say, give us a review over here,
Yeah, here we
Pinto.
go.
Let us know about it in the mic.
Nah, don't clear that throat.
Yeah, no, you can.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
All right, well there you
Let's
go.
go.
That's all. That is the official review
There you
right
go.
there
That's
from
an
Pinto.
endorsement.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they need to get that on
Oyster
Yelp and
po'
everything
boy.
else
No
right
joke.
away.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
as good as it gets.
man. So yeah, because we got the pizza that's incredible. We got the beers that are amazing. We had the cheese curds. We had the pretzel.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm afraid
And
to
it's like
even think about
4:30.
what. Yeah, I was about to say, we're sitting here. We're
Yeah.
not even an hour in, and appreciate it. And they got the chips too, which the chips they had these. I meant to
A
ask
lot
them,
of
but
chips.
different flavored chips. They have the spicy ones, man, that are
Yeah.
literal like fire. You know,
Yeah,
as
I
the
need to
kids
try
say.
those spicy ones.
Yeah. So I
They got
didn't
several
try those
flavors.
out.
Their
Good,
fries
man.
are good too. Like if you're getting something that's.
I mean, I've never had
whatever
anything
it is.
here that's not good. Like, and I'm not saying that just because we're here.
Did
Like,
you guys
I'm
know the
not-
duck tenders are
I would
actually
say, have we
duck?
talked about the duck tenders? Because
Oh, dude.
Curtis one time when we,
Oh man.
he was like skeptical. He's like, "Hey, bring them out. I want to see the duck tenders, see if they're really duck." And then he was like eating it. He's like, "Yeah, it's duck."
Well, I mean, you know, how some places, you know, they'll call a chicken tender something.
Oh yeah.
You
I see
know?
what you're
We've
saying.
been
I was
to
like,
KFC
oh, well,
before,
Flyway,
brother.
their
Yeah.
thing is duck, so I don't know. So yeah, I had to ask if it was actual duck. She looked at me like I was crazy.
So was it actual duck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
gave it a sniff. He's like, yeah.
She's like,
that's-
that's
foul from
she's
the.
very nice about it. She's like, oh,
from the
yes, sir, but
Everglades.
that's why we call it a duck tender. Makes sense. No, it's fantastic.
Math
Love
checks out there.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, yeah, a little piece of that.
Eat that oyster,
There you go.
boy.
Ooh.
So how is it?
I hear the oyster is an aphrodisiac, Scotty. So
Where's my camera?
I'd say, Valentine's Day starting a little early. If that's the
right.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Would eat it again.
there we go.
Would eat again.
Mal, get a sitter.
No. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, she couldn't come here tonight. Join the ladies over there. Don't have a sitter tonight. So,
Man.
You don't have to get a sitter if you don't have kids, I've heard.
It's true.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Well,
Did you hire one? No. Yeah.
Curtis, you have
Who's
a kid?
watching the dog? Who's watching your boy? Nobody?
He's watching himself.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a sitter, but I have a dog sitter.
Oh.
Wiener dog's old, man. He's got a tiny bladder. We can't be having accidents. So,
I've never been inside Curtis's house because that dog, he's like, I'm telling you, dude. Curtis
He's
might
nuts.
have bodies going on in there, but I'll never know.
I've been over to your house once. I think it was before we rode with John up to Des Moines.
yeah.
And I've never messed around with Slim Jim at
Yeah.
all.
You
sent
probably
him
heard him,
outside.
though.
Yeah, I definitely heard him.
Yeah.
He's
Wild.
You used to live on the cool spot where all the cool players. You and Trey Knox was your neighbor for at
Me
one
and
point.
Trey Knox
right?
were neighbors. Yeah.
You and Landon Jackson now?
Landon Jackson's a couple
Semi-neighbors?
blocks down the road.
Landon Jackson is
He's
the.
like living out next to all the people over
I
there.
see Landon Jackson more than I see anyone in Fayetteville.
I saw Landon Jackson at church the other day.
I saw him in Chick-fil-A
He's just out and about.
numerous times in his humongous truck.
Walk on linebacker Brooks Both is
Brooks
currently
Both.
my neighbor. I don't know if it's him or if it's his roommate or whoever, but they got a drum set in the garage.
Little stepbrothers.
trying to really learn the drums there.
John Bond's
I've
playing
noticed.
Moby Dick for real. That's what they're saying over there. Like, yeah, throwing that out there. Oh man, because you mentioned it's like I think I also see Landon Jackson. I'm wondering if it's just because
I think we just
he stands out.
He's the most recognizable person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, that's
very
that's
extremely
probably the
large
case.
human.
He's
Yeah.
big, man. He gets bigger every time I see him too.
His golf game's solid. He's probably going to join the team. I would think.
Every decent athlete is good at golf.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Baseball players for sure are always good at golf, but I feel like if you're a decent athlete, you're usually pretty good. If you're not
Do you
already good
think
at golf,
Darren McFadden was good at golf?
I bet
Like,
he got golf. I bet he got good after he stopped playing football because I bet he just go to enough stuff where he's got to golf. I bet he's had to have a stick in his hand a few times.
Who is the famous athlete? I can't remember if it's football or NBA.
Trump,
Who's a
yeah,
great-
he's good at golf.
Who's a great bowler?
Mookie Betts.
Thank you. Okay,
We were
baseball.
talking about this the other day.
Mookie
Mookie
Betts.
Betts is like the best athlete alive. man.
He bowls 300s.
He can also windmill,
Wow.
and he's like 5'10".
Yeah,
That must be nice.
he might be the best athlete in the world.
I mean, he's bowled. He definitely bowled professional.
Yeah.
And he's like bowled perfect games plenty of times.
Yeah, I was listening to Trevor Bauer on a podcast. He was talking about
Chris
his bowling
Paul
acumen.
bowls too, doesn't he?
Chris Paul does bowl.
And
That's
Cliff
who I
Paul.
was thinking of was Chris Paul.
Do you guys
His
bowl?
first one that goes up.
I like bowling.
Bowling's fun.
I haven't been in a minute. There was a point where I could flirt around with like 180, 190.
Oh wow, I haven't done that. Me, Scotty, and John bowled in the basement
We
of a
did.
hotel in Buffalo.
Yeah,
did.
we
The
actually
NCAA
went down
tournament.
there
Near a
because it
hotel.
was in the basement, and Curtis needed to hide from the people of Buffalo before they.
I didn't
Yeah, I know.
know.
Yeah, he
From
was
the people of
Yeah.
Buffalo.
like literally public enemy number one.
Dude, for
in the city
anybody
of
that doesn't
Buffalo.
know, Google Curtis Wilkerson Buffalo right now, and there's an article that'll pop up, right?
There is an article that will pop up.
Yeah, that was wild.
People legit in Buffalo hated Curtis for
Yeah.
tweeting out a picture from or a video from his hotel.
It's tough
Yeah,
scenes.
so it's all that. Hey, let's get Philip in here.
Yeah.
Coming over here. Andrew, we're going to give you the break, okay, if you want to move on and just hang out over there. So you can go hang out. Yeah, come over, sit down with us, Philip. And
To answer your question, the pizza's incredible.
yeah, this is incredible. So I know you talked to us about the pizza. We just got a chance to try out the oyster po' boy. So yeah, tell us about this one right here.
Well, it's just a pretty traditional oyster po' boy. Just fresh shucked oysters, buttermilk fried, our house remoulade, shredded iceberg lettuce. We make our own spicy dills in house, and then a sliced tomato. We didn't really throw any curveballs with this one just because there's no reason to mess with the tradition. So
It does the trick.
yeah.
Yeah, and it works out too. So, and also with it being Fat Tuesday, you got to get some of that going on, man. You got to have the traditions going on, and getting. Of course, I know a lot of people are going to be coming in celebrating, but have that type of food and to really feel like the holiday spirit of Mardi
Absolutely.
Gras. So,
New Orleans is one of my favorite food cities of all
Oh,
time.
no
It's hard to
doubt.
beat.
Yeah.
You know, walking down the warehouse district, smelling toast and rice, and the sweating up down of the Trinity and everything like that. There's nothing like it. So I love just kind of, revisiting that cuisine as much as I can. And po' boys are simple and easy and delicious and a great way to celebrate, Fat Tuesday and the coming of Ash Wednesday, all that fun stuff.
So what's your favorite food here? I mean, I'm sure it's all great, but like, do you have a go-to food that you love here?
I mean, I'm a pizza lover.
It's incredible.
We knew that there was a whole lot of great pizzerias in the area. We didn't want to come with anything that, there's no reason to try to go head-to-head with Ruby or Woodstone or places like that. We wanted to do something unique. And a couple years ago, I was in Evanston, Illinois for work and tried Detroit-style pie for the first time. And so I haven't seen anything like that around here. And also, we wanted to kind of work the flavors of the beer and the brewery in there. So we're using a malted dough with barley malt syrup and malt powder and things like that.
There we
Actually,
go.
the same dough that we use for our pretzels.
Oh, wow.
But we just, with the pretzels, we take those traditional lye dip, bake them off. With the pizza, you actually have to do about a final rise of an hour. So it takes a little bit of logistics back there, figuring that out. But I don't think there's no other pizza like it around here. It's super fun.
Oh, man, it's unique and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
So,
No joke. Yeah, I've had several things here in the past. Never the pizza. Pizza's just knockout.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
super
We
good.
love it.
So what kind of style is? Because we're talking about, is it like Detroit style, or like what is there? Just kind of your own unique style on it?
It's Detroit style.
Okay.
I mean, we've taken a few liberties with the crust and different toppings and sauce and things like that. But it's pretty much modeled after the Detroit style pie. So
I mean, you
I'm kind of
perfected it.
An edge brownie eater, so the edge of that, the cheesy,
yeah.
crusty edge of the pizza is probably my go-to. I eat a corner piece every time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can understand it too. So
Well,
yeah.
And you guys do that with one of the burgers, right? With the
yep,
what's it called?
it's the
With
cheddar bomb.
The cheddar bomb,
Yeah, so
exactly.
you
Yeah, no, that
get
one's
that
really good.
Griddled cheddar skirt on there. It's delicious.
Yeah, if you guys haven't had that, that's what you need to get.
I'm
It's
trying to get
unreal.
something
Yeah.
different every time I've come here. And that's kind of been my goal. And we were talking about the duck tenders that were here,
Yeah.
and how awesome those are. And then, of course, the pizza, and then I even have the smoked turkey sandwich. It's incredible. I mean, I'm gonna have to keep coming here, I guess, just to keep trying out the different foods that are available. So
We'll have you every time. So.
okay, well, good.
beer's good,
Glad
too.
we can make it out. Yeah, the beer's not bad. Yeah, the beer's not bad either, too. So, but I know you guys are running a lot of different specials here today too, of getting ready with Fat Tuesday going
Sure.
on and everything, and so. Happy hour going on right now. Is
Yep.
that right? From 4 to 6.
Absolutely.
So okay, excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. So,
Okay.
because I know you got the brewery back here right behind us, and we're kind of showing that off too. And of course, the great setup and everything that's coming together here. And I know you guys are kind of new here, but still, this is a great location, a great spot for people that want to have some place on this side of town, especially to come to. And to to hang out at, and to where patio. You got a great patio that's out here. You got the great food and the great drinks and the video board. I was told I can't call it a TV or jumbotron. It's the video board. And so
Yeah.
I want to make sure that everyone knows that they got two massive video boards here. At
It's in
Flyway.
its own classification.
Yeah. So all the games are there too. Well, Philip, man, we really appreciate you letting us come out here and hang out and hitting us up, man, with this great food, man. It's incredible. It's
We love
absolutely
having you
incredible.
here. Thank you for coming in.
Do you have anything, just real quick before we go, like anything that maybe you would like to add to the menu? Maybe something that you'd be saying you want to kind of dive into or go down that road for food wise?
Well, something we've been running a special on right now is called the pretzel dog. We're basically just taking an andouille sausage, wrapping it with our pretzel dough, baking it off with our hickory mustard. It's super simple. It's kind of like a kolache on steroids a little bit, but it's super delicious and fun. We're kind of just getting started. We got this menu out as we were opening, and we've got another menu we're working on, expanding a few offerings and adding a few lighter things and some more salads and things like that, because I know that we've got a real active lifestyle running by here every day, cyclists, things like that. So
Yeah.
trying to lighten the pub fare a little bit, but I think we're just getting where we can hit our stride and start running specials and have fun with everything. We got a pickle pizza we're running this week too.
Pickle pizza. So
Okay.
what's on that?
It's
Obviously pickles, but
our house pickles, pickled onions, our cowboy candy, which is basically just candied pickled jalapenos, and then
Oh my
remoulade
gosh.
sauce. So it is.
Okay.
It's delicious, unique. It's a lot of fun. So
Awesome, man.
we're just wanting to have fun with it and
Oh.
see where we can take it. So
if there's anything that sounds fun,
yeah.
it's that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the pickle pizza. Well, again, appreciate you, Philip, having us out here. Great food, and I mean, I know that people are excited about for Fat Tuesday, but also great place to just come hang out on a beautiful day like it is today. So yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be talking a little bit more beer here after a while too. Get into that side of it because they do have beer included with the food that is also amazing as well. So we'll take a break and come back with more John Nabors Show. So stay with us.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied. We not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go through it today. Why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Best guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now, and you got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile. Smile. Okay? Hey, you guys, all right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Well, stick my dick in the mashed potato. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
The John Nabors Show is live from the Natty State Sports Studios.
All right, welcome back into the John Nabors Show here live from Flyway in Fayetteville. Appreciate everybody watching in and listening in as we've been indulging ourselves in some phenomenal pizza and oyster po' boys and pretzels and cheese curds and beer. Probably the most important part of it all, too. So, and while we're sitting here, because Andrew's apparently too busy, we decided to go into the bullpen and call up old Stephanie because for some of you who don't know Steph,
we have a girl.
Steph is here. Yes, we do. We did hire, indeed, a female because people were saying we didn't, and we did.
Yeah, people were wondering where I was in all those photos, but they didn't realize I was taking them, I guess. So.
She does a great job at making us look decent.
Yeah, it's a lot of editing, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's why we had to buy the pro version of Adobe.
I'm just messing.
Yeah, we had to buy the pro version.
Yeah.
So, but for those also that may not know, Stephanie's training for the Olympics too.
Yeah, so I actually ran for the Hogs, and I'm training for the Olympics, I guess. That's weird to say when I say what I'm doing with my life. But heading out to indoor nationals tomorrow. So
Where is that?
It's going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I head there tomorrow, and I'll try to make the World Championship indoor team, which will be held in Glasgow, Scotland. So...
Man. No big deal, right?
Yeah.
That would be nuts.
It would be nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. So who would you think that could, just you run specialty is the 1,000 meter.
Well, no.
Sorry. Go ahead and explain to everybody what your specialty is in track.
I'm an 800, 1,500 runner or a mile. So the mile is the thing that most people can relate to because everyone suffered through the school mile back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So
Facts.
I'm pretty good at those events.
Yeah. So would it be tough for you with like dieting and stuff, like having all this amazing food like pizza and oysters and
I think that's a common misconception is that we don't eat anything that's bad for you, but I definitely indulge now and again, and you're running so much. If you know the furnace is hot, it's gonna burn. So I've already downed a few slices of this pizza, been hitting the house chips, and it's
same. Like that's
awesome.
My fire burns so hot that I always am just burning calories like crazy and never have to worry about anything. So, but no, we're happy for it. We got to go out and see Stephanie race once. And
was that the Arkansas Invitational? Is that what that was? Like right before we launched?
Yeah, it was right before.
Weekend before we launched?
I think it was launching day.
Yeah, it was like our announcement day.
It was our announcement day. It was Friday.
And y'all came out.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. So,
yeah,
they've had 3 home meets, the Razorbacks have, for track, and they're always great, have a good crowd, and the women's team is ranked first, so can't beat that. Yeah, that's
Let's
right.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, she was 8-time All-American, folks. So, but we're hoping that you can go to the Olympics. I actually hope that we don't have her as an employee for very much longer. So you can go to the Olympics. And,
I can still work and be an Olympian.
Please tell me how. Like, I would love to know how you can pull that off.
Well, things don't change, you know. You can only run so many hours a day. So
I know, but when you go to Paris or whatever, how long are you going to be gone?
I mean, not that long. Are you going to fire me if I'm gone for a week?
Are we?
Shoot.
I mean, listen.
I didn't know it was
there's
that
a lot of
type
stuff we
situation
got to do
out
here.
Whoa. I didn't sign papers
We
on that.
are very busy, and we have a lot of stuff that we have to have photog and videog for.
Yeah.
So
Videog.
I'm just making that word up, but
I'll get an intern to do it.
Yes, there we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, get an intern.
Train her replacement.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So, but no, we wanted to have everybody meet you personally.
Hello.
She's real.
Yep,
I
she
am
does
real.
exist.
Yes.
Cool. She does exist.
She's the homie.
Yep, and
She's
going,
very fast.
She's going to Albuquerque.
Yeah, very fast.
Tomorrow. Yes.
Who do you think could be? Who's like among us all at Natty State? Who do you think would be the closest that could maybe almost beat you in a race? Not really.
I don't think anyone would be close. It would be more who could win a race against y'all.
How many links would each of us need, like a head start, in order for us to even have a chance? Like if you're running 1,000 meters, no, because I couldn't make it. If you're running
like a 400,
we'll
one
do
lap.
a 400,
One
one
lap.
lap. How many meters ahead would we any of us need to be to even beat you?
Probably
50?
at least 100.
I think it'd be more than that. I need
It might be.
200. I need
She's
200
getting way
meters.
too much
It's
credit.
always
Yeah.
interesting when people talk even about sprinting that they think, 100 meters is short, but it's actually a pretty long way to be running as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you did that?
I don't remember if I have ever, to be honest.
Try to avoid it.
I don't
yeah.
know. I want to run it though at the Randall Tyson, because I want to see what it's like. Because I'm not fast enough for it to matter, but I want to know what it's like going up on the curve.
Yeah.
Because people are moving so fast, going around the curve. It's like, no, I won't be going that fast, but I still want to know what it's like to be leaning.
I think we
and
should
running
do a
down.
segment on that.
I think we should.
I think we need to have a Natty State Sports race. between
The
you and
Natty
the
State
guys.
Olympics, if
No,
you would.
you know,
Natty
at the
State-
Arkansas
yes.
Invitational, when they did run the 100, they've got guys and girls running like through the track and then into that padded wall back there.
I want to be fast enough to where I smack that wall.
I would not even be running fast enough at the end to get like going up that up that ramp
Well, some people
to the
trip
wall.
like going up it and just
They did. Yeah,
face
it's
plant on
crazy.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That event is so crazy because it's actually 60-meter indoors. And so by the time it finishes, they're just getting that top speed. So
Right.
that's just
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. I would tear something trying to race those
Do you have
guys
a-
and gals.
Do you have a preference, like indoor versus outdoor? Like you better at?
Indoor is just such a vibe.
Yeah.
I really like the indoor feeling. It feels like rock and roll. Everything's condensed. You're running a ton of laps, and it just got a different feeling than outdoors. Everything's
Does it get
spread
louder?
out.
Like like
Yeah,
you're in the
I
building.
I love
think
that
that's part of
description.
it.
It's like
That's
rock
cool.
and roll. I would have like that's a great description. For
I love
it.
that.
That's right.
Oh, she was dropping knowledge on us when we were out there that day. She was
Yeah.
talking about how it's
almost
like,
scary.
which is like a trampoline effect. Like if you're catching somebody or getting past or whatever, how, like if you're just on the trampoline, somebody jumps and it vaults them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
she's
you
got
lose.
some-
You kind of lose your
Yeah.
your go when someone goes around you. So you always want to be the person making the move, but
Yeah.
everyone's at a different point and different talent levels. So you never know what's going to happen when the gun goes
AKA
off.
lower than Stephanie is a talent.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, we have a text coming in from our very own Bob Holt.
Okay.
Oh,
who
good.
is letting us know that
Yes.
runners have to carb load. The night before Frank Shorter won the 1972 Olympic Marathon in Munich, he drank a lot of German beer.
Great.
Yeah, it's. I probably
Your
shouldn't
thoughts.
say this, but I'll say it. The men's team back in my day definitely had their fair share of beers.
Yeah. Oh.
But it's kind of an interesting thing how much beer is really popular in the running community.
Yeah,
Like,
my take on beer is it's good for you. So
Yeah, it's
I
true.
mean, it's got water in it,
Yeah.
so it's got to be some.
Well, if you
Yeah.
finish a half marathon or 5K or whatever, you usually get a beer at the end.
Right.
So,
right, it's the
you
only
know.
reason to start.
Yeah,
what is
absolutely.
your experience with Bob Holt? He's interviewed you, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
actually, my freshman year, my first season as a Hog, I got 6th at nationals, so top 8 is All-American, and it was kind of cool because I felt like a little celebrity, 18, 19-year-old me,
You were.
just getting, just getting interviewed and doing a photo shoot. So yeah, I think that interview is circulating somewhere if you look hard enough.
We will find it.
Oh, yeah, we got to go find it.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. There's got to be some sort of evidence of it. And another thing too, I think that Razorback fans, which they know about the track program, but your experience with John McDonnell, because he is truly like we know who he is in Arkansas, but like you think about in college sports, the great coaches that have gone through in respective sports. But for John McDonnell to have literally like 44 national titles, 6 Triple Crowns, like. I know that he was obviously, a guy that retired. I can remember when exactly he retired. It was about 15 years ago or so, and then he passed away. But just, did you ever have any interactions with him and talking with him and all that?
I did actually a couple times. Once he told me that I did pretty well in cross country for an 800 girl.
Did you faint after that? Was that like the greatest feeling ever?
I took it as a big compliment, and then he told me that I could run as fast as Kristen Worth, who was an Olympic, went to the Olympics for. She ran for the Hogs. So if I was tough enough. So maybe if I get tough enough, we'll make it. But it's always cool to.
Well, because, and again, you say we don't talk enough track, so here we go. So what is it about track? What is it about John McDonnell that made him have him win? Was it just simply recruiting the best? Or was it like a certain style? Because, listen, we know that track has been like the sport of forever. But for it to be that successful at Arkansas, well, I think the next most Triple Crowns is like 2, and Arkansas's got 6. But what was it about John McDonnell that made him so much better than everybody else?
There's got to be like a list of 10 things, but I would say definitely, obviously, recruiting is number one. Getting the athletes here, but then training, and also John McDonnell believed in a balanced program. So in track, you have a lot of different events. You got big men throwing the shot, you got crazy people jumping over high bars with a pole in their hand, and so. He believed in that balanced program. He wasn't just like all O-line or all, the best quarterback and we don't have any money for anyone else. He spread out that wealth and brought in the coaches for the other event groups. And I think that always really helped propel Arkansas forward.
Yeah.
So.
Because it always just fascinated me knowing that many championships and for that long period of time.
It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll ever see anything like that again.
The longevity is
doubt
crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, the women's program has really taken off since I don't know. What would you say? We had our first trophy in a long time in 2011.
Basically, when Stephanie Brown showed up is when it really started to take off.
I mean, it takes a culture, so there is a level of building that culture. But I think to just completely just destroy in the Triple Crowns, I mean, it's incredible. That is just really hard to do, and hats off to him. He's going to be a legend forever, and, may you rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. So the question now becomes, if you win the gold medal, what do you do? What happens?
I would probably explode, combust.
Literally,
at the moment.
Internally explode.
It would be over for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never seeing me again.
Okay, so you're talking about me firing you, and you're over here, and then win the gold, she's gone.
Becomes full time.
Yeah, just over that. But.
Yeah, I mean, any chance if I could just represent the U.S. once in my career, that would be
so
a
cool.
huge monumental thing for me. I've been through a lot. I had back surgery. It's been a 5-year haul since then, since I was fast. So I moved back here and said, hey, I want my last chance and I want to make it good. So the best place to do it is here at Arkansas.
Yep.
The track capital of the world.
The track capital.
Right.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. All the championships, all the all of it going on, and it's a guy we got to introduce you to the masses, the billions of people that were watching.
Yes. It was nice to meet everyone.
Yes, and so
virtually.
So be rooting for her in the Olympics. And so, okay, real quick, Albuquerque, and if you do well there, what's the next step after that?
It would be that I would go to Glasgow, Scotland,
and then,
in 2 weeks, and then my indoor season would be over and take a little break and come back for outdoors. So the Olympic trials are in the end of June, beginning of July. So that will be, I'll be gone for a little bit then. we'll talk.
Yeah, let's say just go ahead and put in your vacation time.
Yeah,
When she's on her break, she's gonna go on a bender with us. So.
Oh yeah.
Carve a load.
We'll be back here in Flyway.
That's
See
right.
how many
Folks,
we can take down.
If you've only seen, well, no, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. No,
keep it PG.
I know, keeping it PG for Steph, future Olympian. Don't need her having any bad things come out. So, but either way, like, hey, it'll be fun. We're rooting for you. Rooting for you. So, all right, we're gonna take another break, folks. We're live from Flyway here in Fayetteville, 1550 Zion Road. It's starting to fill in a little bit, as you guys can see up there. We got a lot of people starting to come in. Got Pinto over there hanging out in the couches. He didn't want to sit in those uncomfortable chairs, man. He's just over there to the left of your camera view, folks. Posted up, hanging out. That's our guy, Pinto. So, yeah, we're going to take a break and come back with more of the John Nabors Show here live from Flyway Brewery in Fayetteville at 1550 Zion Road.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied. We not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go to it today. Why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Best guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now, and you got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile. Smile. Okay? Hey, you guys, all right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Go stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
The John Nabors Show is live from the Natty State Sports Studios.
I think it was because
Yeah.
I think I might have a setting if like you had to follow.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. Hey, by the way, welcome back to the John Nabors Show. We're here. We're live. It's okay. We're hanging out at Flyway Brewing here in Fayetteville. So having a great time doing. In fact, the sun, look at this. Like the camera, just like the perfect angle. It's like I feel like I'm one of the Care Bears now. I got the Care Bear stare coming out of my chest right now with the sunlight reflecting off my chest right now. That's okay. So, but we're having some great food and great time. And we got our guy Pinto over here. What's up, Pinto, man? Glad you could make it out with us. What's going on?
Man, what's going on, man? I don't think the mic's going to. What's going on, John? How's it going?
Hey.
What's up, Scotty?
Yeah.
Kurt?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Try to pickle carrot, dude. This is amazing. Try to pickle carrot, man.
Which one's the pickled carrot?
Right here. Try that one. That shit's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't have any more. But.
Is that the pickle board?
I'll act like I had it right there.
Is that?
Yeah, it's the pickle deluxe board. It's amazing.
Wow.
Dude, you got a
Little
jalapeno.
pepper? No, I like that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that before. I haven't got it.
This is a great spot.
Dude, it's incredible.
It's a great
It's
spot.
incredible. That's why we're so excited to come out here, is not only to, be at a great spot, but like the food's amazing, like the beers are amazing, and the weather's nice too. That always helps, man, when it's out there too. So
What are you drinking?
what's over
This is the Nine Killer Imperial IPA. I think it's about 9.9 ABV.
There we go. Yeah.
Man.
It's kind of easy to drink though. It's not like
For a heavier one, yeah.
yeah, it'll knock you out later, but
I
it's
like
easy
that.
to drink. I'm a big IPA person.
Me too. I'm
Double
glad
IPA.
there's somebody else that I know now who likes an IPA.
What are you drinking, Scotty?
It's the Flyway Blue Wing.
Oh, you got to get something different, man. That's typical.
Just typical.
Everybody's on the blue one.
Everybody's on the blue
Is that
one.
basic?
You gotta
Yeah, I guess
venture out.
I'm pretty average over here.
I'm surprised Scotty drinks though. Like I was really surprised Scotty.
You surprised I drank? I told Steph.
Say, what does that mean?
I've been knowing Scotty since he was
yeah. That's right.
Like since kindergarten, right? Yeah. So, like, seeing Scotty drink, I just see this little boy running around like he's coaching basketball.
I don't want to break it to you, dude, but I'm 30.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's great. That's crazy to me. Shout out to Sparkman, Arkansas, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, always shout out to Sparkman.
Yeah.
For sure.
By the way, Pinto, I've been trying to get your Twitter, man. It's just, I don't know if it's in the cards, man. I don't know.
Because you don't follow me. How do you know?
What are you talking about? I follow you.
You follow me. The show doesn't follow me. So it's like,
listen, we can take care of that right now.
I don't think that it'll connect with my
so it's a following thing. Okay, I think so.
I think that's how
we can fix that right now. Let's just make that happen.
We'll set that up.
Yeah. So how you feeling about the football team or basketball team, man? Yeah, give us your thoughts.
What's the prop for Dalton Connect tomorrow? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, let's set that over under.
What's the prop? That's what I want to know.
20. I bet it's like 24.5.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking like 25.
If it's under 30, I'm taking over.
Yeah. Arkansas just doesn't have a guy that can guard him. Like they got a couple guys that can guard, but they don't have a guy that can guard him.
Earlier in the season, could have guarded him. I think. When he was really bought in.
Yeah. But it's got to be him.
You have to put him on it, but you can't risk him getting in foul trouble on.
Yeah, because then you won't score. They might have. They're gonna have trouble scoring anyway. So.
I mean, I don't know who you. We don't have an answer. So, and I mean, then if you put T-Mark on, who's gonna guard Vescovi? Who's gonna guard Ziegler? Stop him from creating others.
Josiah Jordan James, who's a 6'6". Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
But
I mean,
matchup
problems across the board.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So
you never know it, bud.
That's. I remember, when was that, like 2013, Michigan came in, and we were like, there's no way we're going to beat.
Yeah, Trey Burke and Novak.
So, I mean, you never know what could happen in Bud Walton. So.
The Novak that tried to kill B.J. Young.
I
never hated a player more in my life than that day.
No joke.
Because I was in the front row of the student section. I'm like, I want to kill that kid. Yeah. And that's the only reason I'll ever remember him for the rest of my life. Is I'm like, you hurt B.J. Young. And
was that the Tim Hardaway team?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on
they had so many pros on that team. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you never know. SEC road games.
Yeah.
I mean, and ranked teams are falling on the road to unranked teams more than ever.
True.
Now,
yeah. So, what's the spread? What are they giving us?
You know what? I don't know if
one yet.
They put it up yet. It might be up on Saracen.
What is it at your sports book?
I use Saracen. I didn't check.
Your personal sports book.
My personal.
Your own
sports
book.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You see
Tennessee.
Don't say it yet. I'm gonna say minus 9.5.
8.5.
7.5.
It's 9.5.
Wow.
It's 9.5.
So I'm not touching. I'm gonna fade that one. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I might go with the over though. What's the over? I'm gonna go 145.5.
150.5.
Ooh, shoot, buddy. I don't know if I touched that one.
I'm not gonna touch it.
I mean, the double R props are up too.
Okay,
I saw those and I wasn't impressed with any.
Give us some good ones. Give us the what's the longest shot? Give me the longest shot.
What's my money make? I gotta go back to Chandler Lawson. He always.
Oh yeah.
Chandler or Joseph Pinion minutes or something like that.
He missed last week.
Chandler Lawson is over 2.5 points and over 14.5 minutes played at plus 140.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, I take that.
I'm taking it.
They're going to have to have him against Tennessee's bigs.
Yeah.
He missed last week off of one field goal attempt. One field goal attempt.
Yeah.
Like, he had everything else. You know, he had like.
And he was scoring right away.
And then
early in the game.
He
had
play
their first
the rest
4
of the
points.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had Kai's prop. It was over 4.5. Over 4.5
everybody
points,
was on
over
Kai's.
4.5 rebounds, and he got that fifth one with like 8 seconds left.
Like 8 seconds left.
Oh, we were sweating,
People on
boy.
Twitter like if he don't get one rebound.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, well, it was even I guess it was Mark in his final missed field goal, man. That made a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, I was in at 3.5 or 2.5. I got that, so I was like, man, But Ellis was not so lucky. He got in on it too early.
No, that Ellis prop was really favorable last week too. It was like 2.5 points,
right.
or 1.5 points in like
2.5
minutes
nice.
or something.
L tomorrow night over 5.5 points, over 1.5 steals.
Steals. I'm not gonna touch the steals.
I don't like the steals.
I think the 3 steals was
they're
big time
change
outlier.
They're gonna change these
bet they
props.
will.
They're gonna change these. Nobody's gonna put money on them.
The thing about Kai too is like he's not shaving points or anything, but he's aware of that stuff. Remember when he was responsible for the bad beat against Kentucky?
Yeah, he put that on his IG
Yeah,
story.
and he was like, "My bad" on IG.
What Kai's prop was like 9.5 points and like
5.5 rebounds.
Yeah, I'm not touching. You can't touch that on Kai. You
No.
can't.
I mean, he's playing great, but
but not great enough to where it's like I feel comfortable and confident that that's going to be the type of game.
The thing is, though, like it's 9.5 because he scored in double figures in 4 straight for the first time ever.
And Tennessee bullied him last year.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they will this year, but they did last
What's the
year.
odds on that? Was it plus what?
For a Kai, it's plus 150.
150? Nah, it would have to be 200.
Yeah, there's not enough juice on that one.
No.
They've been. It's not even a bad prop. It's the problem is Bet Saracen spoils us so much with these mortgage plays that you could do.
Yes. Yep.
And like I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna touch it. You know,
Right.
I might put a little bit on it, but I'm not gonna put it like the mortgage like I've been doing.
Right.
Devo over 3.5 points, over 2.5 assists.
2.5 assists. I'm not gonna do it.
He had
How many did he end up?
3
3
the other day.
Played 35 minutes.
I mean, like
shot
I said,
once.
those are not bad props.
No.
Those aren't bad props.
It's
but-
basically going off his numbers from the last game.
Yeah,
He had
yeah,
4
that's,
and 3.
that's all they do. They do the averages.
Right.
But we're going against Tennessee. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
going
and
against
I can tell you with confidence that someone who did once work with the Double R himself, Randy Rainwater.
Yeah.
He told me a secret of what he does when it comes to these
Oh, so
props.
he actually makes these
Yeah,
props?
so he makes the props, and then they put in the odds for those.
Oh,
so,
my God.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what it is that he basically takes the game before or a couple games before,
Okay. So
averages it out, and then
that makes sense because he got offended because somebody that follows me replied and said these props suck. And so he got offended and it was like, what's wrong with him? And then it was like, it's just the averages of the SEC, so it doesn't like fluctuate from game to game or based on who we play. So that makes sense. And he kind of got offended and was like,
That's funny.
I didn't know he actually made the props. himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say if they're naming him after him, he better do something.
I didn't
with
know
him.
what the double R stood for. Honestly.
Yeah, because to me, if I was having props named after me, it's like I better have a say in what's
Only
what's
reason
being
I know
made.
Randy Rainwater is how people get them with the names on the call. That's the only reason.
yeah.
Those are classic.
I don't really know who he is, so I couldn't tell you.
Those are classic.
Trevin Brazil has a prop.
Why?
Over 6.5 points, over 6.5 rebounds.
Can we get a prop for it? Trevin Brazil plays, yes or no?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what
Can
is
we
the
get
odds
that
on
prop?
that?
Plus 220. It's the
I mean, it's voided if he doesn't play, but
Right.
Right.
Still. Is there a Joseph Pinion? Because that's my favorite one. Is always the people from Morrilton just busting in trying to get a Joseph Pinion prop.
over 1.5 over 3.5 minutes played.
People are going to smash it.
Ooh, it might be a. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that on live.
Yeah.
It might be. Hey, what is that? What's the odds?
It's plus 140.
I might dabble in on that one.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
worst.
wish they give me more than that.
It's the one I
I
see
just
where
can't
it's
see him
like
playing.
It's like over 2.5 points and over 4.5 minutes or shots attempted or something like
Yeah.
that. That's the ones that.
Yeah, I love
I can't get
those.
down with that.
Come
I
on,
love
Randy,
that all
like,
of Jalen
yeah.
Graham's now are just like it's 7.5 points and 1.5 free throws made.
Yeah.
They got to stop with the
If
free
he,
throws.
if he takes the steals out of those L. Ellis props, then I'm all over him.
Yeah.
I'm not touching Khalif Battles on my no-go for the rest
No,
of the
I
year.
ain't
How about,
touching
okay,
that.
so how about this?
Yeah.
L. Ellis and Minifield combined over 5.5 rebounds, over 3.5
Nah, I'm not
free
touching the
throws made.
rebounds. No rebounds. He can
Or
Ooh,
L.
free
Ellis
throws
is a-
Tennessee?
attempted.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
don't
touching
know if
rebounds.
L is going to be able to get those rebounds against Tennessee.
Like those are some
Yeah.
like really odd things. Like if you're gonna put like
Yeah.
the odd stuff, then I feel like you gotta increase the odds a little bit.
Yeah.
Do like what was it, 3 points on there, 3-pointer attempts or something?
Yeah, 13.5 3-point field goal attempts. Over
Between the
11
two of them?
over 11.5. No, just for the team.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying for L. Ellis. Like, you gotta, for the guards, you got to do something guard related to
Right.
get the money to
Yeah. Right.
come in.
Yeah, let's take the two point guards and talk about their
Hey, we
rebounds.
talk about the rebounds. Like nobody's gonna touch that. You're
Right.
not gonna really generate any income.
So
from that.
so who leads the Arkansas Razorback basketball team in scoring tomorrow?
I mean, you got to go with Tremont.
Team Art. Yeah, it's got to be Team Art.
I'm gonna throw one out there, and if I'm right, I don't know what I get, but I gotta get something. I think tomorrow's leading scorer for the Razorbacks is going to be L. Ellis.
Okay,
Man.
that's not.
I mean, I can see that.
If that
I just
happens,
have a feeling.
I already owe him a 7 brew drink
So just owe me one too.
for something we did earlier today, and
Like
then
a combo?
I'll do that too. Just send me your order.
Okay, yeah, I'll do a
Or
seven
if
burger.
you want our Segas more, we can do that.
I'm really hoping and having a feeling that maybe the past game gave LL some like that confidence.
We've
where
been
he's
here before.
back and
Yeah.
maybe, you know,
We've been here
I know,
before.
but maybe because he didn't get yanked when he made that horrible mistake. Maybe
Yeah.
Muss is lightened up a
Yeah.
little bit. and just going to let him do his thing a little bit more. Maybe.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping.
I was thinking he was gonna get yanked too, but
Davenport was the one in this game.
Yeah, he had the
he got
crazy short
backdoored,
leash.
and then he had the terrible turnover.
Yeah,
and it was a wrap.
It was like back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, it was
too.
back-to-back.
Yeah.
Didn't see him again, which, I don't.
Yeah,
I
don't touch
I'm
the
not
ball
upset
for
about
2
that,
minutes and 30 seconds, and then 2 mistakes in 30, and you're done.
Yeah. That'll do the trick.
Yeah, don't need that. Well, hey, listen, Spencer, appreciate you coming out, man, hanging out, man. Yeah, and
Hey,
get
try
your-
these pickled peppers, dude.
Yeah.
Get one of these peppers.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah,
man.
Scotty, get in on that.
That's
a
pea.
green bean or
That's
something.
A green bean,
Yeah.
man.
It's a
The
pickled
pepper.
Yeah, get the jalapeno, man. I know you like the spicy stuff. One of those. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there
they're
you go,
good.
yeah.
These are real good, man.
So you said the jalapenos right here?
I mean, I put
right
these on
there.
y'all tab anyway. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, get at
You
it. Get at it. The money's over there, so you've been paying for it.
No, I appreciate it, John.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
thanks, man.
Really
Appreciate
it.
y'all later. For sure.
Absolutely.
See you, brother.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, we're live from Flyway here in Fayetteville. We're going to take a break and hear more about this beer from Court. He works here at Flyway, man. We're going to have some great fun with him, so we'll be right back here on the John Nabors Show, so stay with us.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied. We not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go through it today. Why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Best guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now, and you got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile. Smile. Okay? Hey, you guys, all right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Well, Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Well, stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
The John Nabors Show is live from the Natty State Sports Studios.
All right, welcome back into the John Nabors Show as we are live here from Flyway Brewery here in Fayetteville. Having a great time. We just got about 20 or so minutes. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. We're going to stream, and we're going to keep streaming until we don't stream anymore. But we're still going to be drinking fine beers, right?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're going to be having fine food, right? Right?
Yeah.
And in
Well,
fact,
we've had a lot of that.
apparently they're putting a flight of beers together
Oh,
for
I
us.
can't wait for this.
So
I wonder
I'm going to
if
be curious to see
I
what it
know
looks like.
Branson's got some T-shirts over there. I might need a large to change into.
Yeah, I may need it. Yeah, because it's like, we're going to need large T-shirts after this food and beverages that we're going to be having over here at Branson. So, I mean, it's going to be, we got some T-shirts.
Yeah.
We'll be hanging out there. But, it's so good, man. It's like, it's been awesome. And, I mean, again, the weather's been great, and people are crowding in here, too, and getting ready for the Fat Tuesday as you see the place filled up. But they got plenty of room, all that. Oh, look who decided to join us again.
Look
Wow,
who decided
that was great.
to join. Look who was welcomed back after he was shamed off the show. What are you talking about?
Listen, once these flight of beers come over, you're going to get probably shamed off again.
Well,
so,
I literally was over there and I was like, I need to order another beer, but I was like, I don't want to make Hillary pay for it. So I was like, I'm gonna come over here, and so I'm like,
so that goes,
place
goes
my
with somebody
drink
else.
order
Yeah,
here.
it's just like, this is the table to be at.
Thought I might
for
as
some
well
of that.
ask how y'all are doing and everything.
We're hanging in there. It's been tough. But
Was it like one of those, like the starting quarterback gets hurt and then the team kind of finds its rhythm and the identity is formed without him? Was it one of those situations?
No, it's more like Ben Hicks, Dick Starkle, John Stephen Jones.
Jack Lindsay.
Jack Lindsay, like
for
just kind of
sure.
like
Jefferson.
just anybody who's available, just kind of throwing it together and hope something works.
Well, I kept looking back and seeing that there was a different seat in the chair, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
well, there's about to be another look at this guy coming over here. This is our guy Court.
Well, now we're
what do we have going on
bringing
here?
us
Now
a
we're
flight
talking.
of beers.
Man.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, you can just send wherever you need to, Court, over here.
Okay.
Oh my
let's
I would
go.
ask you what they are, but I think just by looking at them, I've seen them enough. I think I know what these are.
Okay, so here's the thing: we have to play the guessing game if that's the case.
Card on it.
So this is the Blue Wing.
Yes.
This is the Blonde.
Okay.
This is the Cardinal Kolsch.
Okay.
This is the Early Bird. No, this is just what is this?
Honeybird. Or that's what
this is Honeybird, right?
Yeah,
Which one's
we
this
got
one?
the
Yeah. All right.
This one's Honeybird?
Come on.
Yeah,
You
we got
playing
that.
Tuesday trivia.
Oh.
Man.
Strata? Is that what I'm saying this is? Okay.
Stratza? So, okay, I got another flight over here, too.
Strata.
All right, so, Andrew, if you want to drink the beers, or somebody needs to drink beer so we can get Court on here to tell us about these beers.
You need me to drink them?
Yeah. Let him have your seat or whatever it needs to be so we can ask him about these beers and talk to him about it,
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
So, come have a seat, Court, over here. So, sorry about that. Don't mind Andrew. He's just going to be drinking over here.
Take my mic.
We can join. We can do
you can do it up. You can do it up. So that's okay. So, well, Court, we'll really appreciate you having us out here, man, to hang out. How's it going?
Appreciate you having me. It's going good.
Yeah, so tell us about the all the beers. Of course, it's really cool anytime you're in a place where you have the beer literally behind you being made. And so to be able to have all these different variations, which we've been trying different ones, and we all have our own favorites, but it's a pretty awesome vibe when every time you can come into a place like this and just know you get local beers, but also like literally here in the place.
Yeah, literally every one of these beers here was made 20 feet from us.
Unreal.
Yeah. So what's that? So what's kind of been the overall reception of a lot of these beers and what goes into them and everything too, just as far as the making of them all and all that?
Yeah, reception here in Northwest Arkansas has been really good. Flyway is obviously an established brand, down in Central Arkansas, and we've come in here to Northwest Arkansas and things have been really good.
Yeah. So which one is your favorite one? Do you have a go-to one yourself? Like, I know it's hard to choose. It's like choosing your favorite kid, I'm sure. But
Exactly. Yeah. I kind of switch it up. Kind of depends on what I'm feeling each day and kind of time of year. And I'm kind of a seasonal drinker. So,
okay. Same.
This time of year when it's a little cooler, I tend towards maltier things. But
yeah.
Listen, as a father of 4, you have your favorites, okay?
Oh, you really? Yeah.
So
you do have favorites.
favorites. So I know somebody that works here has got their favorites.
All right, well, write them down on a piece of paper and let us know which one are your favorites too. Yeah. So I can tell you this, like, again, we love all of them, but like I've been a huge fan of the Cardinal Kolsch. Like that's the one I've been drinking here, and
awesome.
I just had it for first time for a few weeks ago, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a new beer for Flyway. It's something we introduced when we opened up Flyway Fayetteville. And for me, that was kind of a way to connect the Flyway brand to Northwest Arkansas.
Very cool.
Calling it Cardinal Kolsch, obviously a tie into the Razorbacks with the Cardinal, but also it's bright red with the addition of hibiscus and raspberry to it.
Okay.
It's Kolsch as a base style is a super easy drinking light beer. And then just kind of add some interesting flavors on top of it. And I think it's a really good beer.
They go down easy.
Yeah, somehow. So these beers here that you have the flight for us, which is incredible. So I think Andrew got them all right when he was guessing them. So so we got
he's 2 for 2 on Tuesday trivia.
Oh man, he's killing it. So
all Flyway related, which should not be surprising at all.
No, not at all. Since this is like his favorite place. So Court, just like walk us through these flights and kind of like what's unique and special about each one of these.
Sure. The first beer that we have here is Blue Wing, which is a Flyway staple.
This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this
one
one.
That's
the one in the front.
There we go. I'm backwards over here compared to. So okay, gotcha.
So it's a wheat beer with the addition of blueberry. Biggest seller for Flyway, and it's actually the biggest seller in Northwest or all of Arkansas as far as craft beer is concerned.
Wow. Okay.
really good. You know, it's light and refreshing, but has that blueberry flavor to it that just works really well with the wheat character, and yeah, super enjoyable beer.
Okay. And what's the next one here?
Second beer that we have is Honeybird.
Honeybird, okay.
So at least here at this location, it's our number 2 selling beer so far. It's a blonde ale, so something that's very light, refreshing, easy drinking, but has the addition of local honey along with honey malt. So kind of double down on the honey there, get some of that honey character to it, kind of add some flavor.
Definitely does that. Like,
very good.
You know, I was kind of expecting, I guess, something different, but in a good way. It's like it doesn't have like much of the long aftertaste, and like hits it just right. So yeah.
Yeah. Super crisp, easy drinker.
And then the next one, of course, I feel like is indeed
the next one we've already mentioned is the
Cardinal Kolsch. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, traditional German-style Kolsch that we added raspberry and hibiscus to. I think it makes it taste very good and gives it that Razorback red color.
That's it, because people come in here, they probably think it's like cherry soda type like coloring, you know, or something like that. But no, it's incredible. It's an incredible one. So it's definitely one I always get when I'm here too. So
sure.
And finally, this last one.
And the last one is a new beer that we just released here at New Providence, or not New Providence, Flyway.
Right.
But it's a Strata IPA. So Strata is a hop variety. And it's kind of a follow-up. Little Rock does a Citra IPA that sold really well here. And so we kind of just wanted to continue in those footsteps and do kind of a single hop IPA.
Right.
Just kind of focus on like what individual hop varieties can bring to a beer. And this is Strata. It's kind of tropical, fruity, a little woody, floral. Strata is also known for kind of bringing some kind of dank marijuana kind of character to it. So
yeah,
okay,
very cool.
Yeah.
So do you guys have to? How far do you have to branch out to get your ingredients, your hops, and things like that? Because I know for different styles, different IPAs and things like that, you use different varieties of hops, right? And I guess they probably don't grow everywhere.
Right, but we have suppliers that kind of collect all that and then provide it to us.
Easy enough. Cool.
So, we're not dealing directly with farms,
right,
know, where that could be an issue.
Yeah. So let me ask you. This is the most important question. What do we need to do to get a Natty State Sports brew? If we can get a Natty State beer, like, just what do we need to do? Who do we need to talk to? How does that happen?
We can talk about that.
We need to talk about that.
That would be an interesting thing to do.
That sums us up perfectly. We're very interesting people, so we need to have a very interesting beer to have go along with it too. So, but no, it's incredible to be out here and to again try all the. You know, we're about local. You know, like here at Natty State, we're about natural state, Arkansas, and everything.
Sure.
So anytime that we can get some local flavor, literally, when it comes to what we're doing here is awesome. So we really appreciate you guys having us out here and bringing us these flights, man. All of these are incredible. But you got some for everybody. Oh, absolutely. Anytime. You know, if you guys ever need us, you know, we'll
make it work.
We'll make it work for you. So, but appreciate it, Court. So, also, what's your official title here?
I'm head brewer here.
Okay, so you're the head brewer. Okay, so excellent. So you are the guy that makes it all happen.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. Well, yeah. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. So, all right, man. We really appreciate you joining us and appreciate you having us out. It's been fun, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to take our final break and get back to more of the John Nabors Show live from Flyway Brewing here in Fayetteville on a Fat Tuesday. So you better stay with us. Final segment coming up.
We not done yet either. So don't be satisfied. We not done.
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember post game. I guess I black out after games, winning and losing.
You missed it. You missed it. You missed the game. Just tell me you missed it. I'm not going to go through it today. Why not?
And that will be the last question I answer with that hat on.
Oh, shoot.
That is why Arkansas is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
guys. I know it's a tough time for you. The coach is gone, but you got a new coach now, and you got to listen to what he says. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh, who is this new guy? Where's the other guy that crashed the motorcycle? We like him better. He was cool or whatever. Forget about all that. Listen to the new coach and get out there and win some games.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! You guys act like it's... Pick it up a little bit. Okay? Get your chin up. Smile! Smile! Okay? Hey, you guys, all right? If not, I'm not talking. Let's get rolling.
I was a teacher today. Told those boys, welcome to the SEC.
Now Fayetteville is 1,843 miles away, but the call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
Well, stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go Hogs.
Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
The John Nabors Show is live from the Natty State Sports
Yeah, no,
Studio.
it's been great out here, too, just to be able to hang out and get us some great beers here at Flyway Brewing. It's the John Nabors Show as we're live from here and just about to wrap up. We got about 10 minutes left. And so we got to get to some eating and some drinking and some hanging out, even though it's like we haven't been doing that already today. You know? It's like we haven't had that, too. So, but which one's y'all's favorite of these four here? I know it's tough.
I mean, I'm partial to the Blue Wing, but I was told I needed to branch out, so I love the Cardinal Colts, too.
Yeah.
I just love that. That flavor just... It's easy, smooth.
Yeah.
And
the Cardinal
you can't hardly
Kolsch,
beat it.
Yeah, it's
What's
really
your favorite
solid.
here, Ellis?
Honeybird Blonde.
You like the
I
Honeybird?
don't know. The Blue Wing is kind of growing on me though.
Yeah, it is me too. Pinto told me it was kind of a basic thing.
Yeah.
Blue Wing is basic.
Yeah.
I like all the staples here. I appreciate that he brought out that Strata IPA because you know, an IPA, like, you can't sit down and drink, 8 or 10 of them like you can some of these others. But for a glass or two, I think it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty solid.
It really is just they got a nice little selection, the diversity
For sure.
Yeah.
got something for everyone. Like I was saying, like Hillary she's not a beer drinker. Neither of us really drink a ton, but like I remember when Curtis first told me, he was like, "You got to go to Flyway Brewing." I was like, I'm not a huge drinker, so like it is what it is. Now I come here and like all these beers. I like all of them.
Yeah.
Hillary, same thing. Like, she wasn't a huge drinker, but then like I got her to come here, and now here we are. So maybe this is just the footstep of alcoholism. But no, I always have a great time. Like if you're listening to this and you're not a drinker and you're like, I don't. It is what it is. Just come to Flyway and try it.
Come here and eat.
Such a nice little
you could be
selection.
getting your AA
and the
chip.
food.
You come here and eat.
The food's amazing. Yeah, food's amazing.
The food is so good. It stands by itself. And breweries just don't do that nowadays. You just don't. Like, every now and then you get a brewery that has good food, good alternative options other than beer or whatever. But
the cool thing about it too is, they were talking about earlier when they were talking about the food, is like the pizza dough, for example. Like they incorporate a lot of the same types of things they use with their beers. Same thing with the pretzels. They've got the beer cheese. It's like, I don't know. There's just something about it that it hits a little bit different. It's really good.
Yeah.
And like I said, seeing it right there is so cool. Like, just being able to
That
look
is also
in there
very cool.
and see the
most
big
breweries
stuff.
don't brew like on site of their restaurant like that.
And I'm
That's
glad that
very
we were
cool.
able to like see through that glass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you guys been back there before?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to take a tour afterwards. I've been back there and checked it out. It's pretty
They
cool.
insist.
Oh, I've been.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just don't be like, it's not like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when you can go back there and then like Augustus Nuke and just
Or
end up
start
finding
dropping.
it. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Find
I'll
it in
show
the
you.
chocolate
Dive
river.
into the chocolate pond.
Yeah,
I'll
just
show
don't
you
do
a
that.
video that I have a few years back. We were on a vacation. We went to an unnamed brewery that I really enjoyed, but it was out in California. And like you can go on the back and like
Martha's
grab
Vineyard,
their.
that's what it was.
I'm like grabbing their hops. You can just grab them and just smell them, and yeah. So it's my
Man.
kind of thing.
Your
my kind of
vibe.
operation.
Yeah, it was Curtis's Martha's Vineyard is what it was. It was
That's exactly right.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing is like you hearing about whenever, I don't know, I've always had like a negative connotation anytime I've gone to a place and it's like, oh, we brew our own beer. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Sure. Like, it's like, it's kind of going to a place. It's like, we have our own version of sweet tea. It's like, all right.
Do
fine.
not sleep on this one.
But yeah, this is next level.
What was that
different.
place in Tulsa we went to? Their drinks were like all It's like a burger place we went to. And like,
yeah.
They were like, they had their own cola. They had their own
yeah.
Diet Cola.
I can't
it's
remember
like,
that
grow up,
place,
dude.
but yeah.
I want to have a Dr. Pepper, man. Let me have a Dr.
It's
Pepper.
like, and it's like, if you're gonna be a burger joint, like have some decency, like have
Dennis
the
Pepper. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
Don't do that. Don't do that. But when it comes,
Dentist Pepper.
well, I remind me of the Sam's Cola stuff I used to have,
Sam's
like,
Cola.
like
Right.
Dr. Thunder,
Dr. Thunder,
and
Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning,
yeah,
too.
Mountain Lightning, and all that. Oh yeah, we are rolling.
R.I.P.
So,
Sierra Mist, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, that doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Now there's
Starry.
Starry. Oh,
Starry.
now, is it the same drink though?
I think so.
So that's what the
Sierra
problem was.
Mist
is
and
that
Sprite are the same thing.
My
I think
dad
Starry is a little more
used to
limiting.
my dad used to get this drink when I was little. It was called Twist Up. You
Oh,
ever
yeah, I
had
know
that?
Twist Up. Oh, yeah.
Twist Up was.
Did you guys ever have Surge?
Yes,
when you were,
of course.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I weighed so much. It's like it was just chugging. Like I remember having a can of it, like just a normal can, and it was literally on it. It said 50 grams of sugar in a can, and that was like before energy drinks became
Keep
a thing.
you up
like,
all
that
night.
was,
Curtis,
no
I got to
joke.
call you out, by the way.
Yeah, call me out.
Every time I go to Seven Brew and I say, hey, guys, what do y'all want from Seven Brew? And you say, hey, man, surprise me or whatever you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me you have a preference? You like those little energy drink things they have.
Yeah, no, I do.
I didn't know
I
that
like to
either.
mix it up though.
I've been asking for Seven Brew orders for weeks, and you always say, just, it doesn't matter.
But you know what I don't like?
If you had a thing that you liked at Seven Brew, why didn't you just tell me? I just learned this information 10 minutes ago.
But I like what you bring. I like
The
what
Blondie.
you brought that one day, first of all, which is really good. But nothing gets under my skin more than when I go to the drive-thru for somebody. And it's not just that they have a different order, but that they have like, I want to get this, but remove this, add this, remove this,
that's
add
me.
that. My wife does that all the time. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, going to like Taco Bell, be like,
Yeah.
I want Taco Bell, but
like if we
without
go-
the lettuce and tomato and the
Yeah, give me the
guac.
chicken and pickles with no pickles.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I think I'll have the. Can I get the chicken salad? But can I sub out the chicken for salmon
or the
So it's
chicken
like-
breast, hold the chicken.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here? But so that's why I really like a place like.
You realize that asking for an item on the menu is not the same as requesting special instructions.
Yeah.
You can order off the menu, and I wouldn't have held it against you.
That's why I love the places that have drive-throughs on either side. It's like there's an ice cream place in town that we go to, and I'll pull in strategically.
free
That way,
ads.
I know she's the one by the window, so she has to do the ordering.
There you go.
There you go.
This is where I'm at with it.
That's strategery.
It
right
is,
there.
but no, whatever
That's
you brought me
finest.
today was awesome. I loved it. Thank you.
Well, there you go. I learned this information. I was going to hash it out with Curtis at some point. I decided to call him out.
Bro,
That's okay, I
I was
respect
waiting for my Coke Zero. That
Well, I did get you.
I know. Yeah. This is like still my favorite thing. It's just like it's like, hey, wait for sorry. I was like, man, I could use a Coke Zero. I never heard back.
Listen,
and then I'll open it.
10
It's like, hey, your
minutes-
Coke Zero's in the refrigerator. It's like, I
When
never
there's
knew
someone
about
with
it.
my attention span, if I buy you something and you don't take it from me within 3 minutes, I'm going to do
Never get
something.
it.
Yeah, it's
Never
just,
happened.
at least I put it in the fridge and didn't just like leave it out or something like that, you know.
That was nice of you. I will say that was good. That was good for you. But yeah, see, that's the thing is we help each other out. You know, we do. Seven Brewer Sonic. You know, it's kind of the places we help each other out. If you ever need anything,
We're
from
caffeine addicts. You know?
That we are.
or the gas station. I think we've done gas station.
Yeah,
You know,
we've done a
runs
lot
and all
of that.
Yeah, we're out of Propel.
Well,
Hey,
when
more
we
of that.
first,
I
dude,
haven't had
there
a
was a
single
point where
bottle of
Propel was the
Propel. I
only
know it's
thing in
me.
our office.
I know it's
Oh,
me.
we go through those
okay.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's me because I am ridiculous on
I
that.
thought you were accusing without accusing.
No, I wasn't accusing anybody.
He was
I
staring
will
right at
fully
Scott.
admit
He's
it.
like,
It was like, brother, I don't drink Propel.
No. The only thing I
I
think
tear
of
out
like my
Propel,
food has actually been stolen, or I say stolen, I guess if it's a crime, but it was like one of those protein packs I had. Somebody took one of
Never
those.
did
Those
that.
adult lunchable type things. Somebody took that, and I
Nope.
need that protein after my lift in the morning. That's why I look the way
No
I do. I
protein
could
pack.
have had the
Pumper.
cut.
hey,
bulk.
what's your workout looking like these days?
Not as much as it needs to be. It's pretty terrible.
How often do you work out?
Right now, like once a week, if that, and I have to get back onto it. It's terrible.
Your buddies were telling me the other day they don't like your participation in the group chat has dwindled the last few weeks.
Yeah,
I've been told
They,
that too by like friends back home.
Really?
Well, sorry, I have a job that requires my attention.
I'm
to
never
work.
busy, but these last month or so I've been pretty busy.
Yeah, it's a busy
As
time.
you can see, I'm really working hard over here.
Our
man.
group chat's pretty lively, so
every now and then.
which is weird because we're together all day, but it's still.
But
Yeah.
we go home and games start, and we're like, what did you get on tonight?
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. Every time I see y'all, I think of how many topics I forgot to address with y'all. And literally, there has not been a six-pack that Curtis and I have recorded that 30 minutes afterwards we haven't been like,
Yeah.
We forgot. I mean, look, no spoilers on Natty State Sports. We don't do that.
No.
But just after Curtis and Scotty filmed an interview today, Curtis was like, man, there was a topic I meant to get to.
Yep.
And, but that's the beauty of Natty State.
There's
We keep
nothing-
you. We're like a constant strip tease. You got to keep. Strip tease isn't the term.
No,
sure.
it is. It is.
works.
It is the term.
Yeah,
It is the term.
That's what it is.
That's
But
the
we
term
got to
that's
keep you
there.
on the hook.
Yeah.
We're
the
cliffhanger.
constant striptease that never gets
Cliffhanger
naked.
is the
They
term I
never
was
go full
looking
naked.
for. Striptease and cliffhanger, same thing.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. We're
What would
a
you rather
constant
have, a cliffhanger or a striptease?
I'd rather have a cliffhanger lead me into a striptease, which is what
don't get
Natty
greedy.
State Sports is. We are a cliffhanger that eventually, one day, y'all are going to get the striptease. Y'all just haven't gotten it yet. So you got to
Give it
stay on
time.
the hook.
Yeah, we haven't opened the OnlyFans.
You got to show up
yet.
at Flyway. The striptease will happen when the show goes off the air.
That's right. Which is
very soon,
rapidly
right?
approaching.
Right
like,
now.
my clothes are already starting to come off. Like I'm feeling them.
Oh yeah,
shoes are untying and everything.
Well, we've had enough of these beers, man. It's about to get. If there was an extra hour on the show, I'd have to not participate, which I've been not doing for the last 30 minutes anyway.
Well, we needed to see it.
I just want the records to show y'all saw me get kicked off the show. You saw me get kicked off the show, right?
Well, it's like I said when I got in here. I was like, if I get back here with all the cords and stuff we have going on, I can't get out. I couldn't leave.
Well, I was kind of thinking, I was like, if you kick me off the show once, I'm never coming back. So the fact that I'm coming back now is
It shows a lot about your character.
Yeah, you're almost like Devo Davis.
I am the Devo Davis. If Devo Davis showed up drunk to work, which he may have, I don't know.
The drunk at work Devo Davis is what Andrew Ellis is officially for this for our platform. Oh man, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, before we get in any more trouble and they say anything other stupid, we probably need to end the show. But hey, folks, this is a great spot here at Flyway, so be sure to come on out. We're gonna be hanging out here, I'm sure, for a little while. So we got to do a final cheers. Grab whatever drink you can. Into the middle here.
Let's do it, brother. Yes.
Natty State Team Activate, whatever, to Natty State Sports, as well as to
To the
Flyway Brewery here in Fayetteville. Appreciate everybody listening in, watching in. Be sure to subscribe to us and come on out and see us. We're going to be out here for even longer. Who knows where the night will take us, but we promise we'll behave ourselves in the best way possible and represent this company in the way that it deserves. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you here at Flyway here shortly. Till next time.